Good evening. A few months ago, I popped into a stream from Stuart Ashen, a man who once fought IBM's Big Blue to the death. I brought along a curio, the first issue of Games X, the weekly games magazine from 1991. We decided to talk about it. Or at least some of it. With the usual disclaimer for the sound quality of something streamed live by two dickheads, I present the results.
Please, welcome to the stage, the man of the hour. The man who has brought us a bloody magazine to read again, for that is his want. It is Mr. Dudley of Yesterzine.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How are you doing, sir?
Is this thing on? Yeah, I'm splendid, thank you. The horrors persist, but so do I.
That is the best we can hope for in these times. Absolutely. Ah, dearie me. So, once again, you have dredged the archives of the computer magazine world, and you've brought something that, I'll be honest, I kind of knew the name of, and that is the entirety of my knowledge of.
Well, a good place to start, then. Yes, I have bought Games 10 magazine. No, it's obviously Game X. I just thought I had to say it. Games X, yes. So, interesting for being an attempt by Europress, they have Amiga Action, to do a weekly games magazine.
Shit.
And it did last a year, because in short, it was a massive financial bath for its publisher. Now, what's quite interesting here is we have occasionally talked about Maverick magazines. And the founder of said publisher is a guy named Hugh Gollner, who is the editor of this magazine.
Oh.
This is the reason he left Europress. Because basically he insisted on launching this and then lost them several bathtubs worth of cash.
Oh dear.
Which isn't to say it's a bad magazine, I don't believe it is, but financially it was pretty awful. I think there's 45 issues, so everyone strap in, we're going to do them all.
Yeah.
No.
In the next 3 minutes. Go.
God.
So, doing the maths here, although 45 issues sounds a lot, that's less than a year, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So it launched in May. I'm not going to overdo the maths, but you're barely past the next Christmas, I reckon. Well, it's going to be a couple of months short, isn't it? It'll be March. I think it stayed a week the entire time, which is why it's 60p and only 48 pages. So we have 2 issues primed if we need them.
Yep, absolutely.
Because it is just the 48 pages. But I quite like the idea. Like, if you live in a world where comics are still relevant, a weekly games magazine makes sense. And it also makes sense because actually this is being launched literally the month the UK gets the internet for the first time.
Holy shit.
Which I've only just twigged. So a weekly games magazine is actually going to do better than the monthlies in... This will be where you hear news first. Like, there's actually a point.
Yeah.
So when they say exclusive, they probably mean it. Unlike everyone else putting the same game on the same issue as an exclusive.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you, Meme Machine Sega and Sega Official Magazine.
Bloody hell. Oh, and thank you, Humperdinck Bandersnatch, by the way. 59 months.
For being called that? Oh, I see.
Absolutely. I think, did I come up with that one? It sounds like something I'd come up with before somebody punches me, quite rightly.
Stop stealing the man's name, or
Yes.
the woman's name, or the NB's name.
Fummelgoud says, this looks like a crossword magazine with games theme.
It's a bit of a cover that way. It's
Yeah,
the
it
jumper,
really
isn't it?
isn't it? Yeah.
It's a very TVAM of a jumper, I would say. Like, he should be presenting the weather, other than the guy who did present the weather and we don't talk about.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, but it's that kind of jumper, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's not that kind of hair, though.
No. I think I said to you it's a very 1991 haircut, and I stand by that.
I think it was fashionable for about 3 weeks in the entirety of human
Well,
history.
the joy of a weekly games mag, Stu.
Oh, yes. They could have the haircuts, the others couldn't.
Yes, they could be up to the minute on their haircut trends.
Yeah. Ballet Dude has spotted something here. We have Jack Whitehall at home. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, Ballet Dude, I see it.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
And I wish I didn't.
Oh, apparently I did come up with Humperdinck Bandersnatch. Thank you, Dead Parrot.
Fair enough.
You know
Okay.
which video I did it in. Okay, fair enough. Right.
I mean, he's
By
also...
which I mean the name, not the person. I didn't.
No, I
invent the person.
assume that they have a separate and largely self-determinate existence.
I would hope so. Yes.
As much as we all do, you know.
Yeah.
What I quite like about this magazine, right? It promises Amiga, ST, consoles, C64, PC, Spectrum. So you CPC owners, I'm afraid we've just made a definitive judgment about your machine.
Yep. Fuck you, Amstrad. It's Games X magazine. Yes. Oh dear.
It's actually quite interesting because it's a discussion I've had with a couple of people recently. It's that the magazines will give you the honest idea of what it was like at the time. Because I can tell you what I remember, but I have one perspective and I'm probably wrong because I'm old. Whereas it's someone who presumably has at least some knowledge of marketing and the current sales figures has made the decision to put those machines like they are.
Yep, absolutely.
And so that actually reflects how the market was, you know? Like we can make up stuff all we like, but like next month I'm doing an Atari ST magazine from the early era. And the thing about the early era, in short, is that the ST was winning by a lot. 6 months after its original release, the Amiga is described as hapless by Commodore user.
Fuck!
And
Man.
of course, because of how the Amiga did basically win in the end, and history is written by the winners, and frankly, the Amiga fans have not let go,
Yeah.
we kind of think the Amiga won the generation, and kind of no.
I suppose the big thing about the Amiga is vaguely popular in America, whereas the ST had no dent
That
over them
also makes a
whatsoever.
difference, because
Yeah.
the Americans can drown people out online on occasion, he says, being quite careful with what he says. And I'm going to get out of that one by saying Ballerina Toshinden is right. Amstrad Action outlived this magazine by 4 years, but also your Sinclair. So the CPC did at least win there. The last issue of Amstrad Action, we've mentioned it a couple of times, but it's just so good. Their last issue, they didn't know was their last issue, and it includes a DTP feature. So the big headline on the last unknowing issue of Amstrad Action just says, "Publish and be damned." Yes, they were.
Oh, that burns, doesn't it? Bless them. My God. Oh.
Really minty. I've done a very similar video. Feel free to watch it at the end of the month. I'm sure it's better than his.
Oh, yes.
It's probably not.
I still have to say thank you to Ahoy for voicing the trailer for Polybius Heist. I didn't know him from Adam, and I just emailed him out the brood. He went, "Oh, it sounds fun," and just sent it back. And yeah, I don't think I ever heard
By
from him
all
again.
accounts, he's an irritatingly nice guy, but that's not the bit I'm doing right now.
True.
Enigma. Dave Velociraptor might have script edited the episode.
I would like to know how come Freakish Man on the cover in his bad jumper, presumably a Giles Brandreth cast-off, has the cover for a different magazine.
Oh,
is that
I
issue
can answer
2?
that, and it's dull. It's
on.
a free preview issue they gave out with other magazines.
Ah.
As much as I would love the conspiracy on this one, no.
Who is it with the virtuality headset there?
It's Ian McShane, obviously.
Lovejoy in VR.
No. But yeah, I think it's just that issue, which I don't think I have, which is interesting. I'm sure it's kind of scanned in the middle of some other magazine somewhere.
That'll be it. Yeah, you'd have to go through all the bloody magazines for a 3-month period trying to find the damn thing. And been there, done that. Ugh.
It'll be in an Amiga Action or ST Action. What else did they even publish at that point? Some console crap.
I'm trying to think what would the
consoles...
consoles...
Really Minty has it, so they can scan it.
Ah! Good work, Really Minty.
I've just volunteered them.
Yes. Yeah, thanks, Really Minty. That's very kind of you. Yes.
Oh, it's on archive.org. That was quick, Really Minty. Well done.
Yeah, bloody hell. That's efficient. He's got so much mint. It just pushes him forward as the future. So what would the consoles have been at this stage?
The consoles are the NES, History's Greatest, and the Super Famicom. Not SNES. They haven't launched it in the UK yet. But they do a bit of coverage for the Super Fammy Whammy.
any Genesis or Mega Drive? Oh no, because it would have been Mega Drive, wouldn't it?
It was
first.
released in America and Japan, but not here. But no one's talking about it, as far as I can tell. Daxtron, I did say history's greatest. There is one Master System review in this issue.
Yeah. Ballerina Toshinden with the heavy hitters, the C64 GS. Yeah, I'm sure they had a GX 4000 pull out as well. Yeah.
The GX 4000 would have been as viable as it ever was, because wasn't that Christmas 1990? So, like, the writing's on the wall, but it might technically be relevant. I don't remember. I've only flicked through this quickly. I don't remember seeing anyone mention Amstrad. We shall see.
Interesting. Maybe Alan Sugar came around and upset them, so they've never mentioned it. Wouldn't surprise me. It seems like the sort of thing he'd do, to be honest with you.
The only other USP we get from the cover, because obviously we'll see everything, is the official Gallup charts are only in Games X, because that's what people care about. And I'm guessing they were weekly. So, yes. Who else is going to publish them?
Yep.
Toshin Jen, it was probably 20 quid by the back of the launch issue.
GX 4000
like in the time. Yeah.
That was literally one of the infamous 15 quid Dixon's jobs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was that.
I mean, I said before, I paid a quid for mine. So, and that represented a profit for the person who sold me it.
I always forget that part of the story.
I know, it's just such a good follow-up. Genuinely. I mean, this is a couple of years hence, but he bought it for a Mars bar. And then actually, it's my best friend, so, and he knew I collected and he didn't by that point. So yeah, I bought it off him for a celebratory quid. Still works. To be fair to it, still works.
Bloody hell.
Bought a game for it very recently.
Oh my god, the good old GX for that. I've still never dared plug mine in case it explodes and destroys half of his
I will bring my very safe power supply to you and we shall find out.
The irony is I also have a very safe power supply, but I still haven't dared plug it in.
I will also bring my GX 4000 to you.
No, I will plug mine in and we will use. I will make this happen, and I will stand behind you and use you as a human shield while we do so. No,
the game cost me 20 quid, so yes, it did. But it's that new Sonic port, and if you don't know Sonic GX 4000, give that one a quick YouTube after the stream because bloody hell, someone did a good job.
Yeah, fucking hell, it's
astonishing. I know it's. I didn't necessarily entirely believe it was hardware. But I went to Cambridge and oh god, who was it? I think it was Rage Against the Retro, or possibly Darren had a GX 4000 with the cart, so I have seen it running on an actual unmodded GX 4000. It's real. I'm impressed.
It is astonishing, genuinely astonishing.
Yeah.
Joking aside, I would never turn on my GX 4000 with its original power supply. I had to buy another one. No. I've got one of those issues where one of the boxes with like a massive sticker on it that says "Do not unplug while it's plugged in," and like 40 different sort of scenarios you must not make happen. You know, if you plug it into the wall, it has to be there forever. You know.
Yes. I mean, that could just be Alan Sugar just trying to get, living room dominance, because that's the way to do it. You may never unplug it.
Yes.
You got a shot of a living room in like 2015, and there's a PS4 and a GX 4000 because they're still scared.
This has reminded me of one for the Amstrad people. Somebody asked me when I was talking about GX 4000 with them a while ago. They said, "Oh, did the mascot character Roland ever appear in it?" And of course, the answer to that is, how would we know? Roland can be anything. Everything could be Roland. Nothing may be Roland. We don't know.
Does seem to be a slight failure as a mascot.
Exactly. So weird. What's Roland? Sometimes he's a robot. Sometimes he's a flea. Sometimes he's a man wearing a hat. That's not how mascots work. You know?
Sometimes he's a man with the silly haircut holding the previous issue of a magazine and wearing a Weatherman jumper. Hang on.
Oh, that's why he doesn't want people to know. That's why they don't cover Amstrad.
Yes.
Oh,
maybe,
God.
his severance package from Amstrad prevents him from discussing Amstrad for a period of 2 years after leaving the company.
Again, I wouldn't put it past Sugar. That sounds perfect. Oh, dear.
I did once. I got made redundant once, and they tried to put a non-disparagement clause in my redundancy agreement. And I had a lawyer with a strange sense of humour, so she insisted they could have it, but they had to make it mutual. So there is now a company I will not name on this stream that is legally prohibited from saying anything bad about me.
I want to know who it is now, but part of me doesn't want to know because it would spoil the magic.
The problem is I can't tell you without
of course you can't.
Non-disparagement agreements.
You literally cannot. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, right. I suppose. Oh my God. The film Canary says the only way to tell if something is Roland is by drawing some blood and sticking a hot needle into it.
Bloody hell. That must get tedious when he needs to prove his age in Sainsbury's to buy some beer.
I love the concept that Roland is the thing. Oh dear, that has tickled me. I've got to steal that joke at some point from Canary. I apologise. I'll buy your pint at some point. Right. Anyway, Games X, everyone.
The news.
Hang on. G times A times M times E times S minus X. Where's the other half of the equation? Fucking useless. God.
Well, that's why it's Games 10.
Yeah. Let's see which 10 games they look at this week. Oh, dear. Oh, straight into the news. My God, no adverts or anything. Yeah. The fact there's no advert probably explains why they took a bath.
What I did when they see that, they're thinking, it's the story of the SNES CD-ROM. No.
Oh, my God, it's not the Nintendo PlayStation or something, is it?
No, earlier. That's what I assumed. I didn't know this was ever a plan, and I think it never happened, but does anyone want a CD-ROM player for the NES?
Holy shit, it's because they did that weird CD for like the 8-bits, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it gets mentioned in this story. But because obviously the Codys were, well, not in with Nintendo, but in with people who were willing to circumnavigate Nintendo. Apparently it was a discussion. I didn't know.
Bloody hell.
And I have checked this, because you are all wondering, if you're as nerdy as I am, can you fit the entire NES library on a CD? Yes, you can. It's about 500 meg.
There we are, 200 meg free for a Weezer video or something.
For the SMS library.
Yes. It's the entire Dragon 32 library. That's interesting. They've also got an oscilloscope there, or maybe it's a Vectrex. I always find it difficult to tell the difference.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to seem technical while holding a CD and pointing at it. I don't think... Are those both the Darlings? Is that Dave on the right? Because he's like... They don't look as identical as I previously thought they did, but it's just different hair, I think.
They weren't... It's the Oliver twins who are identical, isn't it?
Oh, well, that'll make more sense then, won't it?
Yeah, I don't think the Darlings were. I've met the Oliver twins. They were definitely identical because they look the same.
I actually have a problem with this because my dad's an identical twin and I never have the slightest problem telling them apart for obvious reasons. So identical twins often aren't to me. So this is now just sort of, yeah. There weren't CD players for the C64 and Spectrum, Snakey Bee, but remember those were machines that loaded things by audio.
Yeah.
So Codemasters just made a CD and said plug your Discman into your Spectrum, basically. And
also both machines are capable of reading audio data at immensely higher speeds than a tape.
Yeah.
So having a CD which has its own error correction and then just spewing it through, it would load games in seconds. And then you could play Super Robin Hood and have a bad time.
Girl with Dragon 32 points out Codemasters had to screw it up with what I think might be copy protection. They can probably confirm that, but there was, you had to plug in another thing.
Oh, God, I never knew that. Oh, rubbish. Oh. Really Minty says, do audio Cs have error correction? I don't think in any active sense, actually. That's probably the wrong term to use, but it has a lot of data redundancy would be a better term for it, I think. Yeah.
Dragon 32, it says it was to enable fast load, which makes sense.
Oh, of course.
I mean, over my head on this. Yeah. I have the knowledge that's in the story.
No, that makes sense. Cat Cow has the Rainbow Arts CD for the C64 that I did not know existed.
That's going to include some good games.
Yeah.
Did they sneak Gianna onto that? I think that was Rainbow Arts.
It was, yes. I think I imagine by the time that came out, Gianna was legally indistinct from the process of having her head kicked in. So, yeah.
Oh, of course, Neil's done a video. I'll ask him about it.
30 copies of Bad Cat. Fuck hell. Just in different stages of like development, so you can chart how it came to be. Yeah, fucking Bad Cat. How is that a sports game?
Multi-loads are a lot less annoying.
Yeah,
because at least you can track seek, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You could almost play something like Street Fighter 2 on the Spectrum. I mean, you wouldn't want to, but you almost could.
Well, yeah, the serious danger there is that you end up playing Street Fighter 2 on the Spectrum. I mean, at least there is a version, because the Amstrad CPC, they chickened out. So, at least it exists.
I mean, looking at the Spectrum version, I think that was the kindest thing for everyone on the Amstrad. My God.
Yeah.
That's one of those games where people say, well, technically, it's kind of a marvel that they did this and the other. Yeah, but it's still totally unplayable.
Yes, and I would love to look at it and never play it.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, Cinnamon Robin there raiding. Thank you very much. Oh, and Clades, thank you for your 90 months. Can't remember if I mentioned that or not. Right.
I don't think you did. They promised the CPC version in Amstrad Action right up until the end of Amstrad Action, although with increasing levels of irony. But more importantly, you can buy a cheaper Master System now. Get on that. I mean, the Mega Drive has been chopped from 189 to 149 for the machine with Altered Beast, or 189 for the machine without Altered Beast, which is obviously a significantly better deal.
Yes, absolutely. You can spend that £40 on a game that isn't fucking Altered Beast. Yes.
Oh no, I'm saying they pay you 40 quid to take Altered Beast and you still shouldn't. I am not a fan.
It's because it's dreadful. We played it quite a lot on my friend's Mega Drive. You can probably guess why.
Well, yes.
Didn't have any other games. Yeah.
Yes. yes. I think this is late enough, Rich, that it would have Alex Kidd built in. The Plus might not, because it came with the light phaser, so it might still be Hang On Safari Hunt. But it's the same hardware. Yeah, a couple of months after this, Mega would make Altered Beast the worst Mega Drive game of all time. Admittedly, all time was about 3 months.
I was going to say, there is much worse on the Mega Drive, but I prefer not to think about it.
I think there was much worse released. Last Battle, the attempt to convert Space Harrier to pretty bloody dreadful. Wrestle War. But no, I should say... Sorry. You've got Wrestle War?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. I think a load of Mega Drive games just turned up in a charity shop for £2 each, and I bought the lot, and Wrestle War was amongst them, yeah.
I have an N-Gage collection for this reason, and still never owned an N-Gage.
I've got both the N-Gages.
I might bring a couple of the open ones and see if they work.
Yeah, I've got Ashen for the N-Gage, because of course you have to have that game when you've got my name, or it's the law.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What else have we got here? Oh, I should mention, just for say, because I always go on about history's greatest console, the Master System version of Altered Beast is much, much worse. Much worse.
Is it? Fuck.
It's horrific.
The only versions I've played, I've not even played the arcade version. I've only played Mega Drive and Spectrum. Yeah.
That's both ends of the home quality scale.
It really is, yeah. Oh, God.
But yeah, I'm kind of semi-performatively nasty about Altered Beast on the Mega Drive, because it is what it is. The Master System one is just genuinely no.
Oh, I kind of want to play that now to see what it's like, and then deeply regret my life choices.
I will come up with an excuse for you to do it at some point.
Thank you. No, wait, the opposite.
Well, interesting. They're talking about the SNES here, and they're calling it the Super Famicom. And they're talking about infiltrating the UK with PAL machines. Surely these weren't official. This has got to be some dodgy conversion, right?
Well, yes, absolutely. Because it's not even called the name that it was called over here.
Exactly, and it's too early. So I think there was some sort of grey imports. I mean, PC Engine Supplies talk about the PAL version. They don't mean that, do they? They mean someone's been at it with the soldering iron and it now does 50 hertz. But it's interesting reading that story, because GamesX don't really admit it's unofficial. But it is. Surely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, clearly. There's no other way it could exist, you know. Oh, yes. Really Minty says Super Famicom without Palmer Violet buttons. Weren't the Palmer Violet buttons only for the American
just
version?
the US SNES.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the Americans will get on me. The SNES, if it's in America. They're quite serious about that, some of them. Not all of them, some of them. But yeah, the Super Famicom has color buttons. Source, I can see a Super Famicom from here.
That'll do it. Amiga Square says the Amiga version of Altered Beast was not competent. Oh, I've never felt the need to seek out the Amiga version. Yeah.
The Amiga version is probably one of the ones converted by DSi, who had a sort of thing going where they did quick and dirty conversions of other things. This is Don Matrix Company, so feel free to make some assumptions. They are, of course, also the company that gave us Test Drive, The Need for Speed, and FIFA. But their conversion work was often shoddy.
Yes. Well, at least they're not Tear-Tex.
Yeah.
Were we right or what? In our preview issue, we predicted some results of the second annual European Computer Leisure Awards. We were bang on. Psygnosis did win Software Publisher of the Year. Shadow of the Beast won the Best Graphics Award, and the category of Most Original Game went to Lemmings. And here's the ones we got wrong.
So, Shadow of the Beast won the Best Graphics Award, but also Dragon's Lair 2 won the Best Graphics Award. What?
Something on here. Yeah.
And I guess because it is the first European Computer Leisure Awards of the 90s, Clax had to win. It was time.
Oh, yes. It was the time for Clax, and now nobody cares. Poor Clax. Oh, dear.
So, this exclusive game, does anyone know Mercenary 1, Second City as its expansion?
Oh.
Because I didn't.
I did not know you even had an expansion, so, yeah.
I had to look it up. Because I don't know about the game, but the thing that gets me is obviously you choose your format, right? And you have to collect 4 tokens and then send off £2 in postage and packing. Surely, because this is a 1986 game, the versions for the C64, Spectrum, CPC, and Atari 8-bit would be £2 anyway. Right? It's a 5-year-old tape game.
Yeah, so it had been re-released for £2. So you're
Surely.
just making it incredibly difficult to get, as opposed to just walking to the shops.
I mean, if they've even got it after 5 years, to be fair, this is definitely end of bin stock, isn't it? But yeah, you need to collect 3 tokens in order to get it. So you're probably buying the mag, but that's £3 in magazine.
And just making it slow for yourself, really.
JP Quinn says it was the highest rated game by your Sinclair, which is good news because I found exactly one fact about it when I did a quick Google, and that's that Moby Games' reader score is 7.3 out of 10, which, if I were to convert it to a percentage, is, of course, the number of the beast.
No! No! Shrieking, leaping through the window of a church, smashing the stained glass. 73%!
So yeah, if it reviewed well, that's good. But yeah, 1980s. It's a 5-year-old game they're giving away, so it's not the most tempting thing. I mean, I guess if you've just upgraded to an Amiga, which you might well have done in early '91, it'd be kind of nice as a cheap game. But yeah, they could have done better, right? Surely.
I mean, yes, surely.
Like
odd.
Something else. Gamara points out no Spectrum disc. Yep.
Oh, they never became cheap Spectrum disc games, did they? They just kind of disappeared instead.
Everyone who's mentioned Mercenary says it's pretty good. I'm going to have to try it sometime, aren't I?
It is. Well. It's not, as your Sinclair say, the greatest Spectrum game, but it is pretty good. It is pretty good.
Of course, you also have to spend the stamp to send off that coupon, but I guess back then that would have been like 5p instead of £5. So
yes, yeah, absolutely. Chloe Raccoon makes the sapient point that 3-inch discs themselves never became cheap. Yes, yeah.
And actually, while it doesn't specify cassette for the CPC, I kind of bet it is.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, yeah.
Because they do split C64 disc and cassette there.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
Interesting. But the C64, remind me here, 3.5-inch discs, right?
Ooh, aren't they? Aren't they 5 1/4?
Ooh, could be.
Shit. I've never seen a C64 disk drive. They were ubiquitous in America. If you had a C64 in America, you had a disk drive. For over here, you had a tape. But my understanding is the disk drive, to work properly, basically had pretty much another entire Commodore 64 inside it.
Oh, God.
Hence why they were so frighteningly expensive. Yeah.
The legend is, our Fred Williams points out the obvious that, the C64 loaded slower than tape off the disc.
Shit.
It's astonishingly slow.
Really, Fred? It loaded slower than tape. Oh my God! So you spent £1 million on this thing, and it's slower than a tape. Oh.
I don't know if that's a slight exaggeration, but I can tell you I was playing an C64 racing game for a video a few months ago, and there were 2-minute gaps between levels on the disc version, so it can't be a lot quicker than tape. Because it's an arcade racing game, you are literally spending about as much time staring at loading as you are playing.
Bloody hell.
Because it's just like, I can't remember what the game was now, that's annoying me, but it was a like Chase HQ kind of thing. So level, bosh, 2 minutes loading, level, Ugh.
Fred says exaggeration, but it is serial. Clubby Raccoon says, 64 floppy is serial interface. The VIC-20 loads faster because there's a timing issue in the C64. Oh my God. Oh.
This is definitely why I do save scumming in emulators, what they call save states. That's it. That got me through writing about that game because having timed it once, I didn't want to experience it again.
Bloody hell. That's these things that we thought would, I always kind of assumed in the back of my head were far superior, and then you find out no, they were shit as well.
No, I mean, it might be more reliable than a tape, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dave's
true
got
enough.
a new toy, I see.
Oh God. Great, well done, Dave. I'm going to change it so it says Boo Earns, just to mess with you.
Sure, you can do Boo Udley.
Boo Udley. I was saying Boo Udley. I want to know, how was sorry, Amiga Square says, are you keeping up with the Commodore? Because the Commodore is kicking you in the shins.
That was always a threatening advert.
Yeah, you're being fucking Jack Tramiel is like peering through your window with binoculars.
Yeah, because the Commodore is watching you as you sleep.
So my question is, anybody who has experience of the Spectrum Plus 3, how fast were the discs loading off that? My friend had one, but by the time I knew him, the Amiga had become a thing. So I think we looked at it once, and that was it. It's got to be
just enjoying Purple Zebra. I don't have to run faster than the Commodore. I just have to run faster than you.
Plus 3 could load a game in 10 seconds. Oh! So Rich Uncle Sugar there actually doing a good job with the discs. Except he chose the wrong format. Issue. Yeah.
There was a perfectly sensible reason to choose 3-inch discs at the time. Because, other discs weren't established any better. It's just the way it turned out, no one else made the same choice, so they became expensive.
Yeah, it's true enough. I can't think of another machine that bloody used them except things made by Amstrad. I'm sure there must have been things, but oh well. Right, let's see what page 3 brings us. Somebody pointed out earlier that looks like Les Dennis in a hat, and it really does. Really does.
That's... Yeah, I mean, you don't get a hat like that unless you're hosting a serious awards ceremony.
Third time lucky. Open for business. Oh, we've got all the joys on this one.
All right, where do we start? Well, third time lucky is Falcon 3.0. Yes.
Oh,
classic.
okay. Yep.
Absolutely. Not a lot to say. Classic flight sim.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the best ones Microprose didn't release, and actually now, I think Microprose as is has reissued it, so it's there technically correct, I think they picked up Spectrum Holobyte's flight sims. Because it is, the new Microprose is actually headed by Wild Bill of the original Microprose, at least as a figurehead consultant. So there's some legitimacy there. They've re-released a bunch of stuff from that time they've been able to get hold of that is the same kind of genre. So I think Falcon 3 might have been one of them.
Ah, bloody hell. The wheel has come full circle.
So, what I want to ask the Hive Mind about, bottom left talks about Codemasters coming up with a new custom chip that sounds very Super FX-y almost, to make a NES do things it shouldn't. I don't think this existed. I don't think the Codemasters games did anything particularly clever on a NES. They were just decent games. But does someone know better? I mean, obviously they came up with chips to bypass Nintendo's pesky copy protection, but that's not the same thing.
Yes, and you had the J-Cart stuff, I suppose, for plugging in extra
Yep.
pads, but that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, the NES had mappers, but I didn't know Codemasters actually came up with one themselves.
The excitement emanates from reports of a new Codemasters Custom 150, supposedly producing the best. Producing the best graphics ever seen on Nintendo NES. Nintendo NES tautology.
Yeah.
And boosting the NES performance generally. The results, Nintendo games like you've never seen them. Or you'd never seen them. Yep, this was coming out weekly, all right. They'd have time to check anything.
Yeah.
No further details are available at the moment. But stick with Games X for more news as we get it, and we never got any more.
Yeah, there were a couple of NES Dizzy games. In fact, there are a couple of unreleased ones as well that got released in 2015 or so. The Evercade Oliver Twins cart has them, although because that got delisted almost as immediately as it was released, that's the one you will pay 70 quid for if you track it down now. Oof. Sadly.
Oof.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's Evercade, so it's not doing millions of sales, and there were licenses in it that only lasted 6 months or something.
Bloody hell!
I could probably find out exactly what happened, but I do have that one. But
I have that one as well. That'll have to go in the safe that I don't have.
There's one other. Oh god, I can't remember. There's one that's more valuable than that. So you might have to look at your collection. To do a search on CEX and order by price high. There's a couple of them that, because they call them legacy carts, and it's fair. They get delisted because you ran out of licenses, but because it's physical media, it does get a bit expensive.
Interesting. I'd heard some of them were going up in price, but I think I've got the first 20 arcade ones and the first 10 console ones. No, it's the other way round. First 20 console ones and first 10 arcade ones. Yeah.
Then a couple of those are, because the Atari and Namco ones aren't available.
Oh.
But it's one particular one that's worth more than the Oliver Twins ones, and I forget what it was, but it's one of the... Yeah, I'm not going to look. But yeah, I don't... the discussion's still going on in chat. I don't necessarily think that Codemasters did anything that enhanced the capabilities of the NES. They just did a lot of shenanigans. Yeah, Gamara, you're referring to the J-Carts, but those were Mega Drive.
Mega Drive, yeah. I realised that when I said it earlier. But don't worry.
These were licensed, amazingly.
I didn't realise that. I just kind of assumed everything Codemaster was unlicensed.
Everything they did with Sega was licensed. Even though the Master System ones they released have weird-shaped carts. They're the only official ones I know that are. And they do something weird. This might even be important consumer information for chat. If you have anything other than the very last SMS ones, the Codemasters Master System games do not run.
Oh.
Can't do it.
That's not good.
This is also true of the analog Mega SG.
Oh.
The Codemasters games do not run, and they've never fixed it in firmware. But if you have a flash cart, they're fine. So it's something weird they're doing in the bootstrap. Who knows? But yeah, weird. Important consumer information.
Ellie all over, 64 months. Thank you very much. Bloody hell.
Very nice.
But now we can all play the Terminator game on Mega Drive, which, if I recall, is kind of meh.
Yeah. Well, I actually don't know the Mega Drive one well, but the Master System one is perfectly competent movie license, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same for the Mega Drive.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, computer owners will have to make do with Judgment Day. For some reason, the Master System got 2 Judgment Day games, and I don't necessarily think we wanted either.
Is one of them the Amiga game? Please tell me no.
I don't know. There's like a normal, Ocean movie license conversion, and there's the conversion of the Light Gun arcade game that I don't think supports the Light Gun.
But... Oh, no, now, Enigma, I've got to take you up on this, I'm afraid. You say the Mega CD Terminator game is fine. You are not obviously taking into account the cover, which is one of the worst things ever put to paper by humanity. It's just a load of fucked up digital images of Arnie, if I remember, in a weird pattern. It's absolutely dreadful. Ugh.
93. The NES Terminator 1 game came out in 93 somehow, according to Ballerina to Shinden.
That's a little bit after the film. Just a little bit.
To be fair, so's 91. It just took them a long time to release Judgment Day.
Bloody hell. Ugh. And now, oh god, Turtles 2. Mirrorsoft, oh, those geniuses, are about to release a second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, this time licensed from the Konami coin-up that they fucked right up. Well,
did they? Because it does say it's Probe, which normally is okay. Okay.
I'm only familiar with the Amiga version.
Okay.
It's not good. Amiga Square actually has hit the nail on the head here. Indicative of the quality of Turtles, the arcade game in the Amiga, is the fact it can't even keep the bandana colour consistent on your turtle of choice. Yeah.
Oh dear.
And Rocksteady at the end of level 1 appears to have been redrawn from memory by a panicking intern after somebody sneezed and erased the coin-ops. But yes, I don't know what appears at the end of the first level, but it's like Rocksteady has been through a malfunctioning teleporter. It's horrifying. Yeah. Oh dear.
Fair enough. I actually don't know this one because obviously the original Turtles, pretty good even on NES. But yeah, okay, fair enough.
One of the versions, I can never remember which one it is a conversion of the NES one, kind of, and you can't complete it because you can't jump off the top of the screen into the status bar area, which you have to do to get over some jumps. And so it just quickly makes the game impossible. I can't remember which version it is.
Count Duckula 2 on one of its versions. That's
exactly that.
All versions, but there is one of the 8 bits, and I think it's the Amstrad, where you can't have the sprite go off the top of the screen.
That's it. You're spot on.
You absolutely have to make the first jump on screen 2.
Correct. That is Count Duckula 2 for the Amstrad, which I wrote about in a book and had to play it considerably, and I've still never quite gotten over it, to be perfectly honest with you.
We'll have to walk a room away and get a copy of that book.
Don't do it to yourself. You don't want to know that game exists.
Well, I'm not playing it, although I have unfortunately played it because... And then proceeded to taunt poor rose-tinted Spectrum of occasionally this parish, because he did a video where he did the lazy YouTuber thing of asking the readers/viewers for their top 10 Spectrum games, and I recorded him 30 seconds calling Duckula 2 the best Spectrum game ever. Which he did put in the video because he does have a sense of humour.
Holy shit.
I don't know how I did it with a straight face, but barely is the answer.
Bloody hell. Oh, Mr. Goldfish says the Amiga got 2 ports of Turtles. The NTSC and PAL versions are more different than just changing Ninja to Hero.
Ooh, I've seen that happen a couple of times, but
it happened all the time on C64. But
yeah, because the Americans did their version and the US did their version because they were kind of very separate. It's the 1/8-bit, like you said, that the Americans shared with us in any way. There's a few of those, but I didn't know the Amiga ever got it.
Me neither.
Interesting.
I'm fascinated by that now. Killer B90 says, was it Robocop on the C64 unwinnable as well? It certainly was. Yeah.
Sorry, go. You finish Robocop because I have a second thought.
I was just trying to remember, actually. I think it's the drug bust level. We are in the drugs factory. I think it's not possible to do it within the time limit or something. And if you do and get onto the next level by cheating or something, the next level is just like a mass of corrupted bits and bobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of is when Commodore did the C64 GS, we have previously mentioned, they bundled a compilation cart with it. Unfortunately, they did check that you could play all the games with just a joypad. You absolutely could. Yeah. What you couldn't do was press S to start.
Yep.
Or enter to start, or whatever it was. But I thought that was Terminator was the game that caused that problem, but maybe I'm wrong. It's probably Robocop, isn't it?
It was Terminator 2, which was meant to be such a big thing for C64, and when they put it out at the last minute, they were like, oh, tell you what, let's put this music-making software on the cartridge as well as a little extra, and you can press 1 or 2 to select which one. Except you can't, because there's no keyboard. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Yes, lava being there are plenty of unfinished games, not least because they were usually so hard, and it was a lot harder to complain publicly that no bugger ever found out half the time anyway.
Yes. The one I always remember was, for some reason, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade on the Spectrum. They put a stalagmite. Yeah,
Might
go upwards.
is the bottom one.
And, yep, it was a stalagmite. Yep, in a place it shouldn't have been. You couldn't get over it, and you had to send in your tape, and they'd send you a new one. But I imagine most people didn't realise.
I mean, I understand it was frustrating, Stuart, but it's been 30 years. Surely you can get over it.
Oh, I never played it. It's all right. I had an ST by then.
Too easy.
Yes. And the ST game was amazing because they saved all the sprites as PI1 files that were easily editable. And all you had to do was go in with your Degar Elite or whatever bloody program you had, and then... No, hang on, ST, it would have been Neochrome or something. Yeah, you go in and just alter the image and put a big red nose on Indy and things like that, and it would just appear in the game. Yeah. Amazing.
Which is probably the most fun you'll have with that game. I've played that on multiple formats, and I've never found a particularly good one. But most of them are bad in different ways, except the general concept, and I will belabor this point, that Indiana Jones, has a whip because he's Indiana Jones. The game has ammo for it.
Yes.
How? What?
It's made of licorice or something and just falls apart. The big thing about it is it's also much less effective than punching because it's so slow. So while it has more range, obviously, in the punching, you have to sort of time it right, whereas punching, you can just sort of jam on the button and you'll do it, you know.
Toashin Gem points out the perfectly sensible point. The NES actually got both games. It got the one we're talking about, which is the one that was on all formats, and there's an original one published by Taito that came a lot later. And that one, he doesn't have a whip at all, which at least is consistent. Like, you have to go around punching people. Except there's a level where he's riding a tank or something, and if he falls off, he uses his whip to get back on. And I'm like, if you've had that the entire time, you fucker, why haven't we been using it to kill people? Anyway,
he's taken an oath.
Exactly, right?
Oath of uselessness. Yeah.
And yes, it's still a better game.
Ballerina Sachin says he does have a whip. Press select to use it.
Oh, God damn it.
No, all these years.
I played virtually the entire game not knowing that.
And the Taito version came out first, apparently. Okay.
I also, it is arcane knowledge because I did an entire video based on this that has, tens of viewers. None of the people in the comments knew that. So, I don't feel too bad. Ooh, exciting unfinished Alfred W action.
One of my unfinishable games may be getting a finishable version soon. CPC New York. Oh, God, I remember New York Warriors. Never played CPC, though. 1 to 8 disc version, originally released without side 2. It's terrible, but hey, it might be recovered soon. Hey.
Originally released without side 2 because the duplicators were shit or because they released it without you having done it?
Or both. Who knows?
Oh, quite possibly.
Not mutually
both.
Exclusive, necessarily. Yeah. Oh, dear. McCobb says, has anyone beat the original Indiana Jones arcade game? Yes, but it depends what you mean by beat, because you can just go through the sort of early version of the levels very quickly. It just goes round again and again and again harder, doesn't it? So...
Oh, God, it's like me with Gauntlet 2 all over again.
It's a duplicators, Fred says.
Fair. Well, that must be frustrating. Hopefully someone's found that then. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Be cool. Genuinely cool, in fact, especially if it was yours,
Too bloody right, yeah.
But otherwise, this Indy Jones thing sounds like when my brother and I went to one of those free play arcades, and having heard that Gauntlet 1 had 40 levels, saw a Gauntlet 2 machine and thought, yeah, we'll have a go at that. We can finish that. And then literally an hour later, one of us Googled and discovered that it is in fact infinite levels. I think we're on 117 at that point.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was a very entertaining hour, but if we'd actually been paying for that, that would have been expensive.
I never knew it was infinite. I knew it was some high number, but literally cannot be completed. Great.
That was what our Google at the time suggested. I haven't double checked because
Oh no, I
PTSD
believe you.
at this point.
Yeah, no, I fully believe you. My God. Oh dear.
So, basic mistake in the battle tank section of this page. It's at the bottom of the first column and the top of the second. The assembly line have damn well not produced a Sega Mega Drive version of Abraham's battle tank, because it was real time that did it.
Oh.
So they can't have, in the past tense, done it. It was released, but it was M1 Abrams battle tank, the EA one. But yeah, real time did that conversion. I can't find any evidence the assembly line were involved at all.
Oh.
They also didn't convert Microsoft's VET to the Mega Drive, which is a shame because that probably would have been pretty cool.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, so, not exciting, but, basic facts.
We can now play Swap and Sliders, which sound amazing and not at all like freeware games.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a PD cover disc.
Very much so.
But, enhanced version for STE, and you only got so many of them, so we'll take it.
Oh my God, that's a rarity. I saw a comprehensive list of ST games that have, STE specific versions or massive upgrades, and
depressingly small.
Very small list. Yeah. Madness.
Which is a shame because very nice machine.
Yeah.
A little bit too late.
And things coming soon that we can, just read when we get to them, I suppose.
Yes, yeah, we probably don't need to overread the contents because contents.
We will see it. Always more stuff going on. What we got? Unreal, but not the engine or the old PC game.
Yeah. I made that mistake briefly this morning before remembering. Yes, Unreal is a. I mean, it's basically Shadow the Beast, but at home.
Yeah, and it has. Does it have Space Harry sections? I can't remember actually.
And I'm talking about the STE, by the way. Says it should have come out 2 years earlier or been a bigger upgrade. I reckon it just needed to beat the Batman pack for the Amiga to market, because that's where the tide turns.
Yes. Yeah.
So Rick, at the top, Dragon's Lair on the NES.
Oh my God!
It's not Dragon's Lair. It's a extremely generic platformer, but that's probably for the best.
I actually saw a streamer playing that recently, and
yeah. At least it's not a knockoff of a Spectrum game like the Game Boy one.
Yeah,
as we know,
so weird. I'll never quite get over that. It's just having been sort of familiar with the original game, and now it's just Dragon's Lair. Weird.
It's called Dragon's Lair Legend or something, and it's fooling no one. Like all of these things moving in a roller coaster like pattern. Well, maybe that's because it's from a roller coaster before we changed all the graphics.
Yeah, that could mean something, couldn't it? Yeah.
Speaking of things that aren't quite their title, Elite means the software company, not the game. But it does give me a chance to root out the football fans here, because it talks about the best-selling coin-op, Tecmo's World Cup 90, and that it was released on computers as European Championship 1992. Now, it did get a Master System release as Tecmo World Cup 93. And the football fans, such as they are in chat, have just gone, hang on. Because the important fact about Tecmo World Cup 93 is there was not a World Cup in 93.
I was going to say it's every 4 years, so it can't ever be on an odd number, surely.
Yeah. It's in 94. So they just took Tecmo's World Cup and changed the year. But the year was one that doesn't exist. It's okay, Dragon32. Everyone who likes football might be banned because they can't. In fact, none of them actually said anything in chat. So, yeah, the Master System game is Badge World Cup 93. As everyone points out, that was USA 94.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about 3D construction kit, Stuart?
Oh God, is that what comes next?
That's what's about to come up if you were to scroll down past the word Domark.
Oh, right. Bundle of video with the forthcoming 3D construction kit, blah, 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 hits the shelves this month. They're implying that there's a video with it. So like a tutorial VHS?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
I assume it's been ripped.
Don't remember all the games you could make with it being quite that pink. But, okay.
Well, it was monochrome. I mean, that might be the Spectrum version, maybe, which, did not move quickly. Craig asks if European Championship 92 is the one that gave me trouble in an episode. No, but there were multiple games under very similar names because it wasn't an exclusive license. 3D construction kit had what can only legally be described as a frame rate on the Spectrum.
I mean, pretty much the same for Amiga ST if you actually put anything on the screen.
Imagine.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Did it do better on quick Amigas, or was it frame locked?
It does do better on quick Amigas. Yes, it does indeed.
Chodectable Noun, I'm masking as the football fan here, gives one of my favourite football facts. Euro 92 was fantastic because it was won by a country that did not qualify for it.
What?
Now, I think it was Greece, and they'll correct me, but the point is Yugoslavia qualified for that tournament, and things went slightly wrong. Denmark. And things went slightly wrong before the tournament. So the best non-qualifier, Denmark, turns up, wins it.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, genuinely good pub quiz fact. So even if you're not a football person, remember that and confuse someone in a pub with it.
God, so Unreal we've mentioned...
Yes.
Briefly, and a Spectrum arcade adventure called The Reaper.
Do not know it.
Oh. Apparently the 3D construction kit video was narrated by Chris Langham.
Slightly awkward.
Yes. Moving swiftly on. Chrysalis is currently working on both Manchester United European Edition and an ice hockey game that has no name. Okay, then.
I don't remember them doing that. Well, obviously I remember what was Manchester United Europe.
Yeah.
Was the full name of the thing when it came out. But ice hockey?
God, I can't even think of it. There were ice hockey games. I can't remember. Tip-Off, was that one?
That was Anko, I think. Wait, no, Tip-Off wasn't Anko's basketball? They're all the same sport.
I think you're right. I think that was basketball, yes.
But it was Anko, and that was never released on Amiga, and that's probably for the best, because I managed to create a bug with it where it just bounced off the edge of the rim to a computer player, bounced off the edge of the rim onto a computer player, and it stayed there for the rest of the half.
Just like real life. Amazing.
Just like real life. None of this is the real story on this page, because we're on... page 3 out of 4 news pages, right?
Yep.
And so you'd think the stuff that's crammed into a corner of this page is going to be quite minor. And you can already see it on screen. The announcement that Sega are going to release a platformer called Sonic the Pissing Hedgehog ranks half a paragraph on page 3 of the news, just next to Tecmo World Cup.
Bloody hell.
This is what I say about magazines reflecting the time. People were not anticipating Sonic that much. I mean, it was going to be an Amiga game at this point still. And yeah, here it is. Sega is confident that Sonic is going to be the big hit of 1991. Yeah, bloody right it might.
Yeah.
Although, we're going to need your voice for this, Stuart. Read out what the Sega representative said about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog is going to make Mario look like a plumber.
Fair point.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like ludicrous hyperbole, but it happened. It bloody happened. And to this day, kids are drawing weird fetish art of Sonic and very little of Mario. At least...
kids?
That's if, anybody under the age of 45 is now a child.
Okay, right, fair. Absolutely fair.
In all seriousness, I could never understand how Sonic maintained its popularity during all those years when they were either not releasing any Sonic games or the Sonic games were shit. And the kids still seem to like the character.
You kind of think the Saturn era alone would have done it.
Well,
When you got a compilation and a hand-me-down Mega Drive game and nothing else.
God, yeah. And if you were lucky, you could get some sort of compilation which had was it only the Japanese version, which had the 3D version of Sonic, but it was just like a level select or a game select.
I think that's in the European one.
Oh.
I think.
Or it seems so odd to me. It's like, good news. We've made the engine for the new Sonic the Hedgehog game. Bad news. There's not going to be a game. Bye.
Yes. It's a shame because it kind of looks cool. You can play it now. I've not got round to it. But Sonic X-Tream looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, Sonic Jam is the compilation. Absolutely.
That's it. Thank you, Ballerina. Yes.
Oh god, it scrolled. Someone else pointed out there's another fairly huge gaming story directly above in the NES Battletoads was something of an event.
Oh, do you have Battletoads? I'd forgotten that the Battletoads were called Pimple, Zits, and Rash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Properly mature. We're still at the point here where we're describing Rare as the boys who used to be Ultimate.
They changed a lot
still
of
relevant.
Yes. My God.
But yeah, again, it was still on page 3 here, but computer versions already look to be a certainty. No. Well, or rather, yes, but the Amiga one didn't turn up for 2.5 years.
And is it dreadful? I actually can't remember.
The Amiga version is dreadful. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
None of them are any good. There's a Master System one that I forget. Oh god, I keep forgetting the Battle Maniacs. I think is actually the Master System one, but it was sort of cross-promoted and people got confused. But that only got released in Brazil, having been dug out of the archives 3 years after they finished it. Also dreadful. It's play NES, play Mega Drive. Do not play anything else for Battletoads really. Until you get to the sequels where there's good SNES ones.
Twizturk asks, was Battletoads significant in the UK since they were a British franchise? No. And I didn't even know they were a British franchise until you just said.
The NES version got some traction, I would say. But as a kids' TV thing, you mean? No, not really.
No, not at all.
I don't think so. And I think the Battletoads NES game was as much because it was Rare / Ultimate as it was Battletoads. Like, this was the new thing from your old fave, who hasn't done a lot for you recently because you've just got a console and such, you know. I think it was just that as much as anything.
Makes sense. It might be Mikey says there was only a pilot for a Battletoads cartoon.
Okay. Yeah, Clades, if you play Battletoads on the Amiga, it is the NES version, but worse. For instance, sound effects or music, please choose.
Oh, the Amiga Classic. Well, we've got 4 channels for sound, so what we could do is do some tunes, which are 3 channels, and have the other one for sound effects. Yeah. Or fuck you, select sounds or music and nothing in between. So
weirdly,
weird.
You never had this problem on Master System that also had 4 channels, and one of those was just a white noise generator.
You'd think that would be more of a problem, wouldn't you? But no. No.
I mean, people used it very cleverly, basically, to be drums and such. But, yeah.
Oh, Jigglenomicon. I saw that Sonic on the Amiga video the other day, yeah. I've been recommended nothing but sort of retro game and Amiga stuff recently due to having binged Yestazine, which is quite a good channel if you haven't heard of it, Dudley. You should check it out.
It's worth a try.
But it's completely messed with my algorithm now because I hadn't really looked at any retro stuff for a while and now it's just nothing but. You know?
I would technically claim not to be a retro show. It's just if you're covering magazines, they are all old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, covering current magazines. Good luck with that. Yeah.
How close have I got to doing that? 2011 is the newest one, and that's only because it was the last PC Gamer with a cover CD.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
that was recent. 15 years ago.
I know. I tried to do it for the 10th anniversary, but no one had ripped the disc. So I couldn't.
No.
I spent time, I spent basically 2-3, cover DVD, not CD. I spent 2 years trawling eBay until I found one with the DVD that was cheap enough.
Bloody hell.
Because no one had ripped it. So I actually have that now. If you look on archive.org now, you can get it, but only because I ripped it.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, if you search for, oh god, I think I tagged it as the last one, but look for the Yestazine account on archive. But yeah, the last, but it's one of the reasons they said they abandoned doing cover discs in 2011 is because they'd done a bit of research and they discovered they were one of the very biggest DVD cover software publishers in the UK by that point.
Oh my god.
Because of course they were making 40,000 a month maybe at that point, and that was more than anyone releasing software on PC was. Because you're 5 years into Steam by that point.
Yes. Yeah.
Which gives me a chance to have a side rant about places like Steam and Xbox telling me to prove my age to do things with my account when it's a 24-year-old account. Can we assume?
Yeah, let's just
I
work
am
this out,
18.
shall we, guys? Right. Fucking hell, it's so annoying, isn't it? Prove your bloody age.
There was I can't remember who they were now, but I saw one service that said, if your account is more than 5 years old, we say you have to be 13 to make an account, therefore we will assume you are 18.
I mean, I think that's quite airtight. You know,
It seems pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Because the argument from people like Microsoft and such is you could have, illegally sold the account. And like, yes, but I could also verify my age and then illegally sell my account. It doesn't help you.
Yeah. How does that, you're just circling around the same problem. Oh, bloody hell. People. Good God. Really Minty says they recently uploaded a bunch of Amiga Active cover discs, and we know from previously in the stream he could have literally done that while we've been streaming, and no bugger has downloaded them yet. Well, I'm gonna have them later.
I'm gonna. I've got all the scans of that.
Yeah, bloody hell.
It is something I might want to do one day, although not a lot of games coverage because it's a 1999 to 2001 magazine. It's somewhere around that. They came out just after CU Amiga died, and just about outlived Amiga format, so it's about that.
Steam account is 22 years old, says
Yeah.
Egbert. Good God. Yeah.
So don't make me prove my bloody age.
My my YouTube channel is going to be 20 years old in 25 days.
Mine technically dates from 2009, although I took 10 years to do anything anyone watched with it. Gamara says, had to do the same, had my account since the Xbox 360. Gamara, my Xbox Live account, and feel free to follow me, I do nothing interesting, is literally Dudley. I was on the Xbox Live beta, and they still want me to prove my age. I literally had to prove my age to be on the beta 24 years ago.
The Xbox Live beta was all a big rage thing when I was working at PC Worlds. They all got early access, PC World people. I didn't, because I didn't have an Xbox, so it didn't mean a whole lot to me.
Oh, that'll do it, yeah.
But I remember there were... My friend Andy there was very excited at finally being able to play a console game in real time against somebody else over the internet and actually work and stuff. Oh, amazing! And
did a lot of MotoGP.
MotoGP is what he was playing. Yes, if I remember. Was that one of the early ones?
It was one of the beta games. Yes.
Yes, there we are. I was going to say because it was definitely a motorcycle game. I remember coming into work and being very disappointed because he sat there all excited, seeing who it would pair him with, and it was Terry from Accounts. I think he was hoping to be playing somebody in Hong Kong or something. No, it's just Terry, mate. Because, you both got your keys the same time, you both logged on at the same time, and you're both searching at the same time. Yeah.
I don't think the Brits ever got us, but you're aware of remote control car game Revolt, one of the claims last.
Yes.
One of Probe's last.
Yeah.
The Xbox version of that only exists as a Xbox Live beta disc. It was never released. But some people have it for that reason. And if you look at the original trailers for Xbox Live, the disc the guy puts in the machine is Revolt.
Oh!
But never released.
Holy shit.
Which is a shame because I'd like to see it, because Clockwork says Revolt on Dreamcast, they love Revolt on Dreamcast, and well, they might. It's bloody great and does some incredible transparency effects, actually. It would have been a really good Xbox release. But yeah. Basically, Probe died, Acclaim died, kind of got lost in all the... Well, crap. Technically, Revolt is Probe's last game.
Oh, that's kind of a shame. Yeah. Well, it's a good game to go out on, but...
if you're going out on something, yeah. One more page of news.
Dax says there is a Mercenary 1 updated version that someone made using Unity. It's completely faithful to the original, just with a few tweaks. Oh, interesting.
I would like this, Daxtron.
Yeah, he's going to pop a link in the Discord since it's free and
Big
can
fan
be
of
distributed. Right. More news. As you said earlier...
one more page.
Hang on. Is this not... There we are. As
You're doing the page up, page down thing again.
I am. It's going to get me every time. How could they dare change that? Yeah, as you said earlier, sort of the news is the bread and butter here because it's the one thing they can always do better than a monthly one, isn't it?
It's also kind of more interesting when we're looking at what things were like at the time because, this is the honest bit in that respect. And to that end, what have we got? Oh, yes. Under the leadership of the disc company, Activision's troubles seem to be over. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine for them from here on out. Nothing bad's going to happen to Activision at all. They've been passed around almost as much as Atari.
Yeah, oh God. This week on the necrotic remains of Atari, they're owned by a squirrel. I don't know. God.
Particularly current Atari seem really organised. They've been doing some really smart things. They own Night Dive and Digital Eclipse, and of all people, Moby Games.
Holy shit!
Yeah. But yeah, they seem to be a really smart, organised company right now, Atari. I don't know how it's happened, but yeah. They, if you look on YouTube, Atari put out a 2025 wrap-up video of everything they'd done, and you're sitting watching it going, actually, yeah, this is all pretty cool.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Current Atari own the name Infogram, but it's quite the path to get there, Commissar Ludfang.
Well, Rich Kagajira mentions that Bobby Kotick turned up in the Epstein files, which I don't think anybody had on their bingo card, but...
yeah, but if you'd thought about it for 2 seconds, you would have, wouldn't you?
Oh, too fucking right. Absolutely. My God. Oh, dear.
Yeah, there's a few interesting things there that we are dating our conversation by discussing when anyone runs across this in several years. Yes, this was the day of several interesting releases. Now they've edited Trump out of all of them. I mean, just made sure there's nothing legally worrying in it. No.
Yeah, no, you were totally right the first time.
The interesting thing in the disc company Activision one, there's a bunch of games there. Does anyone know Galaxy 5000 on the NES?
No, not at all. I know very few NES games, so...
You might know what I'm going to call a spiritual successor. I don't know how many people were ever enrolled. Rock and Roll Racing.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Galaxy 5000 is essentially a NES version of that. I don't know how much it involves the same people. I don't know whether there's any continuity or even any actual, homage. But Galaxy 5000, yeah. It's basically Rock and Roll Racing for the NES.
Holy shit.
It's actually really good.
Huh.
So, yeah, write that down on your list to play, everyone.
Bloody hell. Amiga Square is... Oh, sorry, no, go ahead.
I was kind of scrolling down the page, having made that point. Because I don't know what Brute is.
I was looking at that screenshot. I don't know that either. Yeah. It's got big old sprites, and somebody with wedgie, and okay. Available on ST and Amiga. I'm not aware of Brute. Well, not the aftershave, but it seems Brute either never came out or changed name, says That
would make some sense.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
having just realised you could all hear that email come in, I just muted my PC and then it beeped to tell me I've muted it, which I would suggest...
Right, guys. I've spotted a problem with your logic here in your software.
It is a slight issue here. Okay, fine.
So, Brute,
yeah,
I've never heard of it.
So what was who was Brute by? Does it say?
No.
Okay, that's going to make it trickier, isn't it?
Yeah.
He grabs his notes whiteboard and his notes dry erase marker, and let's be clear, not the Sharpie that is also on the desk. I've made that mistake before.
Oh, that's some fun, isn't it? Yep.
I'm going to track that one down because that is a magazine-based story for a future episode right there on Quality Channel Yesterday, as previously mentioned.
Yes. Brute, ST and Amiga. Yeah. There we are.
So now we're on to the one I warned you about before the stream. The Gremlin Nintendo section. Gremlin is currently riding on a high at the moment. Yes, this is 1991. They were doing quite a lot of good stuff. NES fans will relish the challenge of Supercars. Now, Supercars, the 2D driving game by Lotus developers Magnetic Fields. There was, Supercars and Supercars 2 on Amiga, for instance, and several other formats. I did not know there was a NES version of Supercars, but there was.
Holy shit.
And released, as far as I can tell. But I don't know if you could Google or anyone in chat also Google NES Supercars cover. It's not what you're expecting.
Okay.
In the meantime, I will say a very good evening to Tasfay Dodge, who has popped in.
Hello, Taz. How you doing, mate? Supercars cover.
One of the many lovelies that I keep spotting in chat.
Oh, that's NASCAR.
Kind of full on. I mean, technically yes and technically no. And if you want me to get motor racing nerd on you, I will.
Oh, is it Indy 500? Have I got it wrong?
It is actually from the IMSA series, who run the Daytona 24 Hours as their most famous race. But IMSA is actually owned by NASCAR. So
there is no escape
it's
from NASCAR.
NASCAR, but I will allow you to have it.
Yay.
No, they don't race on ovals. Their sports car series uses very similar rules to Le Mans these days.
Oh.
But yes, they are NASCAR owned. Not NASCAR. Supercars was US only. That makes sense. I think even I think Gremlin probably looked at it and said, "You know what? We cannot sell this for 36 quid when everyone's playing the Amiga version." But I've definitely got to try that because that's interesting. I genuinely didn't know it was a thing.
I quite liked Supercars. I think I had it on the ST. And the Mighty Supercars 2, which is kind of repetitive but kind of a laugh.
Yeah, I like Supercars 2 less because, and the reason for this, and this might be just me, they kind of got rid of all the handling upgrades in favour of weapons ones. But it kind of, the tracks are always a bit narrow to support using a lot of weapons, so it doesn't quite work as well as the first game for me.
I think that's fair.
But, yeah, it's a thing. D-Boy11 and several other numbers says, "What is this? I'm American. Corners confuse me." And that's fine, D-Boy, because I can get you with the most American thing about this. IMSA stands for the International Motorsports Association. They do, of course, only race in America.
International.
So if you're American, you're back on it now. It's a very World Series of a motor racing sanctioning body.
Bloody Police Quest 3. Police Quest, all I can remember is playing Police Quest 1 and it's just game over every 3 seconds.
And we should probably say why. Police Quest as a series is designed by, as they point out, an ex-New York cop by the name of Jim Wallace. And his thing was that he made them extremely realistic in terms of procedure. Like, on the basic level, it would say, 10-4, and it would print those radio codes in the manual and stuff. But as an example of how the gameplay went, and bear in mind we're dealing with Sierra, where you die for every 5 seconds already, if you want to, for instance, go into the police station, and you might want to do some target practice in the gun range. And so if you go to the gun range and get out your gun and take a shot, then you will immediately end the game because you've blown out your ears because you didn't put on ear protection, and that's the end of your career. And then if you finish shooting, having remembered to put your ear protection on and having remembered to take your ear protection off, if you then holster your gun, you'll blow your foot off because you didn't remember to type putting on the safety.
The one that sticks in my head has just been mentioned by Clockwork. If you go out in your car, which you have to do as part of the game, without checking all 4 tyres first, there is a 100% chance of a blowout and game over.
Yeah, because you have to check your police car before you leave, because that's what policemen do in this video game. And yeah, it's... And the one that gets me is it's in Police Quest 2, I think. Part of the sort of side plot is you stop a woman at the side of the road, and she has committed an offence and gives you some story about it. And the wrong answer is to book her. But that's what procedure says you should do, and you've tried to make me do for the entire rest of the game. You have to do everything in the game by the book except that bit. And it doesn't end the game, but it gives you a stroppy, piece of text about ruining her day for some reason. And I don't get it. Oh God, I'd have to look up the name. But after he left Sega, Jim Wallace went on to do one more adventure game for another publisher, and I'm going to try while I talk to find what it was.
This came up recently for some reason.
It did, and I'm going to I'm going to tell you
Oh,
why. This is again our old friend Rose Tinted Spectrum. I will find the name of the game,
yes.
but he did a video on this adventure game that was, come on, load you bastard YouTube, surprisingly late. But what it doesn't have is an audio track. Like they didn't voice it. So what we did is we got a bunch of us together and we bloody well voiced it.
Oh, I remember this.
With as little direction as possible. And I happen to be the main character of the game with the direction to be as boring as possible. The game is called Blue Force, but don't play it. It's in the list of the 50 worst PC games. Do go to Rose Tinted Spectrum's channel, find Blue Force, and watch that video, because it's possibly the funniest thing I've ever been involved in.
It is bloody good. Yeah, I'm sure you're all familiar with Rose Tinted Spectrum. He's been on that channel and everything. But yes, do go and seek that one out.
Become familiar.
Yes,
but yeah,
absolutely.
it's a not Sierra Jim Wallace game, and yeah. But I did enjoy. So how's it going, Ryan? Playing the entire game like that, because Rosie told me to play the entire game like that.
The energy vampire.
Also features friend of many here, Timberwolf, trying to be a street hoodlum. The man does not have a street hoodlum voice. You have never heard Yo Holmes delivered so unconvincingly.
Got to go back to this line from Amiga Square earlier, which really made me laugh. Sierra Adventures, designed by arseholes for their own amusement, not yours. Oh dear. Amiga Square said something interesting that I didn't know. Talking about the awful Hanna-Barbera, or Hanna-Barbera, isn't it? Sorry.
Yes.
Tie-in games for the Amiga and that. They're all bloody awful. Apparently the Scooby and Scrappy Doo one is good because it's a totally different game they reskinned for release.
That bit, to be fair, it's the... I don't think it's that one, but the Crazy Castle games just took whatever license they could get hold of. So
God,
the same
yeah.
game is a Mickey Mouse game in Japan, a Ghostbusters game in America, and a Garfield game here.
Astonishing. It's like a Piers Morgan game. It's a thing you found down the back of the sofa game. Everything, isn't it? Just so odd that, well, we want a license for it. Which one? All of them.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And there's one. There's one of them. I have to look at which, but the whole series in Japan is like Mickey Mouse game, Mickey Mouse game, Mickey Mouse game. Shit, can't get the license. Bugs Bunny game is the third one. Bugs Bunny in Crazy Castle 3. Bugs Bunny in Crazy Castle 4. Woody Woodpecker in Crazy Castle 5.
And Rude Dog and the Dweebs in Crazy Castle 6.
And Crazy Castle 3 is actually the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th Crazy Castle anyway. But yes, it was. Mickey Mouse 4 in Japan is the real Ghostbusters, is Garfield Labyrinth, all on Game Boy.
Bloody hell.
Weird. And between that, you've got Mickey Mouse 3 on NES, which is Kid Clown in Nightmare World in North America, but didn't appear here at all.
Oh. Okay, then.
But also, you've got the second one, which is Mickey Mouse 2 and the Bugs Bunny collection in Japan, is Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2 and is in America, is Mickey Mouse and Hugo, 2 separate releases in the UK.
Together at last.
Across
God.
5 years.
That's so odd, isn't it?
I quite like the idea of, can we get a license? Yes, put it on it. But that's a real Ghostbusters. Put it on it.
Bloody hell.
Still, better Indiana Jones game news.
Just point out, Amiga Square mentioned that apparently in that Scooby-Doo game, you can still play as the original Stig the Rat character via a cheat code. Oh, I've got to try that out later now. Hang on.
Yeah.
Scooby.
I just want to play Bella Emberg's Crazy Castle 37.
It's weird, she was the last one of all the Russ Abbott's Madhouse people to do one. Dustin G's was the best, of course. There we are, sorted. Right. Indy 4. Oh, God. That would be Atlantis, surely.
It is. Although under a different title at this point, which is quite interesting.
Oh yeah, Indiana Jones and the Lost City of Atlantis, and it became Fate of Atlantis, didn't it?
Yeah, which is fair enough, I guess. But it's the kind of thing you'd only discover from just, someone made from a magazine like this, I guess. Not allowed to say about it. It's considering better than any subsequent film with the Indiana Jones name is about.
Yeah, God.
I'm with the girl with the Dragon 32 on this. They should have just made the fourth indie film, Fate of Atlantis.
Yeah. As opposed to, what was it? It was the
Crystal Skull.
Skull, that was it. Oh, I think I've seen most of that in parts, and oh dear. Oh dear.
So, yes, Sierra trying to pimp hint lines, which,
Nice.
well, yes, I can imagine you need them.
Make your game impossible and then charge people to actually be able to finish it. Brilliant.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have incentivized people to do that, should we? It's about now that Codemasters realise that they can stop putting cheat codes in the game and just have a premium rate line to do the cheat codes.
Cheeky buggers.
I think they also had a thing where the game generated a random serial and you had to do the call and response. So you couldn't just, get the code and send it to your mates and or publish it in Games X. For instance, like, if we ever get to the tip section, there is one.
I'm just going to permit to Dead Parrot 96 to put a link in chat.
Fair enough.
96, there we are.
Is it linked to anything good?
It is a Stig the Rat video, apparently. We're all about Stig the Rat. Stig the Rat. Subtitled The Isles of Terror. Might and Magic 3 sees you in a desperate bid to halt the evil plans of Sheltum, which sounds like a dog of some type, but is actually an all-powerful wizard whose genocidal scheme will see the destruction of the inhabitants of Terror. Ooh. I've never played a Might and Magic game.
No, and my brain's just screaming Fenton at me because you've put that in my head.
Sheltum! 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 Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! Young Sheltum, says Ballerina Tushinden.
Well, that's as a puppy.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to have a quick click on Dead Parrot's video here. What have we got?
I should find out if I successfully muted my PC by doing the same.
Yeah. This looks like a nice little... it's a weirdly ugly character, but sort of endearing as well. Sorry, blasting people with the music there, but interesting. Yeah, you can see how that is sort of a step above, in fact, 2 steps above the standard high-tech Hanna-Barbera game. Bloody yeah, I only played Heroes games, Commissar Lufang. I think I played Legacy as well, which is a dungeon crawler like Dungeon Master. That was very good. But
So, forget if this was part of this deal, but possible doom from the high-tech story, because they're talking about signing Warner Brothers characters and Hanna-Barbera characters, and if this leads directly to that Flintstones game, then I don't want to read it.
Oh, it does. It actually leads to Scooby and Scrappy too.
Score!
Oh my God, the rat guy has returned. Yeah, bloody hell.
It's almost like we plan this shit. We do not plan this shit.
we very much do not know.
We haven't, no. I had some notes and I've forgotten to open them. I'm sure they were relevant. I'm not.
What's out and when? Mixed Up Mother Goose. Demoniac. Not based on the Jean Roland film, I hope. Supremacy. Viz. Oh God, Viz. Oh.
There's about 19 versions of Mixed Up Mother Goose because Roberta Williams just updated it every time there was any tech change. So actually, Mixed Up Mother Goose is in a permanent state of coming soon. There are literally like 5 generational versions of it Sierra did. Because I think it was just an easy thing to update to test stuff, and there was no harm in having an updated kid's adventure, you know? So this is, I mean, this one says CD-ROM. That's definitely not the first Mixed Up Mother Goose. She started that one early. She's also on the cover.
Oh.
Of at least some of them. Because she's,
hell.
well, Mother Goose.
Yeah,
yeah, the 1987 version, apparently.
Ah. Only the Viking says the Legacy was only on one of those handheld. But no, Might and Magic Legacy. I think it was called Might and Magic Legacy. I played it on PC. It is definitely a game. Right. What will the next page teach us about the past? The answer is nothing, because it's not
very little, as it turns out.
Yeah. Oh, the amazing Game X £20,000 of software giveaway.
Yeah, it'll be donated to them, won't it? In fact, they even admit it's been donated about 3 paragraphs in. The way they did it was they just printed numbers in every copy, and then in issue 2 they've just printed 200 numbers. It's a straight, sweepstakesy lottery thing. Actually, at the end of the file you've got here, your number is in a little leaflet that's wrapped around the cover. Someone scanned that too, but you probably can't win. I haven't checked if they won. But yeah, there's every issue there's a grand prize, which next issue is a Lynx.
Ooh.
And then 200 games.
Bloody hell.
Which might actually give you pretty good odds of success, given how much this actually sold.
Well, yeah. You could be playing a prehistoric
all the winners
tale.
were unsold copies. Which might be quite fun, because it's donated software. I wonder if they ended up with 500 boxes of stuff in their office that no one claimed, because they were the ones that people had, the newspapers had destroyed.
Quickly, down to the car boot sale.
Yeah.
We'll make up next week's pay, at the very least. I remember the cover of International 3D Tennis, because it looks like the guy is wearing a mask of his own face. It's very odd. And the hair is just kind of inhuman. It's really weird. Yeah.
No, stop that. No, I cannot zoom in far enough. It's either that or his hair is separately mounted right on the back of his head, he's going really, really quickly.
We're back to the Thing, basically, aren't we? Just trying to assimilate into human form and not quite convincing anyone.
Yeah, that's not good. Don't be that.
God.
All right, plus the next page has an important question.
Oh, okay.
What are you buying?
I should point out the Might and Magic game was indeed Might and Magic 10, which was subtitled The Legacy. Sorry for confusing people. Right, here we go. Oh my fucking Christ, it's a true romance thing.
Oh, you've gone too far.
Oh. Hang on. Hang on, what's...
Are you out of order?
Yeah! How is it out of order? They're all just numbered at 010203. It can't be wrong, surely. What is going on, Windows? Are you on the drugs? Give me the drugs, Windows.
I was trying to direct you to the chart page, but it's proven harder than I previously suspected it might be.
This has got to be the chart page.
Yes. Right. So everyone in chat, what are you buying?
Oh, do you only get to buy one?
I think so. Everyone pick. You're in Future Zone or W.H. Smith. I'm giving you one of these. What are you having? And I'm saying this because I'm having trouble choosing.
For me, it's Speedball 2. Not even close.
I think if I'm honest, it'd probably be Lotus. I was a car kid. And the home conversions of Super Monaco aren't the same. And what are we getting? Lots of Lemmings.
Yeah.
Proper. Lance Uppercuts with me.
At the time, it would have been Lemmings, actually. It'd be Speedball 2 now, but I reckon I would have gone for Lemmings, yeah.
A little bit of love for Speedball. Sensibly, a question of what's in the big box. I think we'll consider that cheating. There's a couple of compilations there now I look. Disney Collection's not bad, actually, to be fair. This is the all formats, isn't it? So I guess you can choose the format. That's fair.
I'll choose a format that doesn't exist. Speedball 2 for the Texas Instruments 99A.
Alfred points out the obvious. About 2 people have chosen the Disney Collection, which of course he wrote the vast majority of. Sorry, Alfred.
That means you're not allowed to select it, Fred.
He did.
No! I think my problem, especially at the time, if I'd seen Disney Collection, I'd pretty much already had all of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's likely. Plus, it says Team Oliver Twins, so it's obviously the worst Dizzies. Because we all know the good Dizzies are the big red ones.
Damn straight.
He says trying to get out of the bad books of a man he may well run into. Everyone go play the Game Boy version of Micro Machines. Alfred wrote that as well, and it's great.
It is fucking great, actually. That's one of
It is.
super impressive Game Boy games that just shouldn't be as good as it is. There's about 6 or 7 games on the Game Boy that you just sort of play and think, how is this so good? You know.
Yeah, my go-to in that is Race Driving, which is by
Oh,
Argonaut.
that's some sort of fucking dark magic, that game.
Yeah.
Oh.
There is no way the Game Boy version of Race Driving should work that well when the SNES one is shit, and yet it is. But yeah, Argonaut. The reason is because, of course, Argonaut, i.e. Star Fox Argonaut. They knew what it was they were doing.
Yeah. Oh, Yak Fleet has pointed out, I spotted this the other day, that a new Speedball has just been released. Yeah, it's on like consoles as well. Don't know if it's any good or not.
I looked at the thumbnail for the trailer and thought, you know what? I'm not confident.
To me, it just looked like sort of Speedball, but a bit clearer and zoomed out. But it's never that simple, is it? Never that simple.
That's actually one of the better outcomes, because the other outcomes involve them dicking around with it more.
Oh God, yes. Some of the earlier versions. That PlayStation one. Ugh.
Yeah, this is the problem. If you want to play Speedball on the PlayStation, what you should actually do is buy Dead Ball Zone.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's a Speedball light game on the PlayStation. It's not bad. It's better than Speedball 2100 at least.
True, but most things are, to be fair.
Yeah, Ballerina Toshin Den knows it. Ballerina Toshin also points out that the new Speedball is by Rebellion. It would be Rebellion own all the Bitmap Brothers IP.
Holy shit. So we can look forward to Magic Pockets 2. This time it's even weirder. Coming soon.
Lance uppercuts with me on DBZ. As is Jonty's Corner. There you go. I've got some support.
Check. Ray Charles says, has there been any news on the new James Pond that had a trailer that was all AI slop and didn't actually have James Pond in it? What?
No, I think that might have been quietly dropped. But yeah, this is a thing. Unfortunately,
Jesus
to
Christ.
the point where the original creator Chris Sorrell basically put out a statement that said, "I have nothing to do with this, and what the fuck." I'm paraphrasing less than I might be.
Well, I have nothing against the guy, but he's definitely got an extra 10 points on my people I don't really know but now have point scale. Well done. Yeah. Oh dear.
I wonder if I can find the quote quick enough, but. Yeah. I hate almost everything they do with a passion. All the more so since they duped me into being part of their shambolic Kickstarter campaign all those years back, and I stupidly allowed my name to become associated with their bottom-feeding enterprise. Ooh. Frankly, the only way that Gameware shocks me these days is by doing something that demonstrates even the tiniest shred of integrity or creativity.
Holy shit.
It goes on, but you get the idea.
Blimey. Okay. Don't sit on the fence, mate. Says Really Minty. Yes.
In fact, I suspect I could put links in chat. I shall link to the time extension story if anyone wants to go have a quick read. No, I can't. Fair enough.
Nobody can. Hang on, I can do a permit. There we are.
And I may have
there you go.
Excellent. I will just refresh Twitch because the timeout wasn't ending there. There you go. But yeah, it's in a box out on that page, and bloody hell.
Wow. I kind of get it, though, because to have created something that people liked and, you enjoyed working on and as a distinctive thing, and then you see them fuck it all up with their half-assed AI bullshit, it must be heartbreaking,
I'm with Midboss. Blame James Pond for increased RAM prices.
Yeah. James Pond and the search for some DDR5 because he can't buy it in the shops. Yeah. Oh dear.
So yes, and I'm glad no one, I think, said Kick-Off 2, which is good because it was always shit. Don't at me.
It fucking was, wasn't it? I think Amiga Square mentioned earlier, look, Kick-Off hanging around the end of the charts. Sensible Soccer will soon put that out permanently.
It will. And actually, Kick-Off 2 is lower than Kick-Off in this chart because Final Whistle there in 6 is actually the Kick-Off 1 expansion pack.
Oh my god.
Which is better than Kick-Off 2, to be honest. It is Ballerina Toshin Den, you've spotted it too.
Mind you, I think we have to take a moment out of our lives just to appreciate the fact that Steve Screech is an amazing name.
It is, and He's the one who took over from Dino Dini when he had his strop. Unfortunately, that means he's responsible for all the kickoffs after that, including the one where the released version never hits half-time.
Oh my god. That wasn't
Kickoff
that reviewed
96
in
on Amiga.
last ever Amiga Power, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the one that was the subject of their court trial.
Yeah.
And the release they did patch it and release it again, but the original version of that, can sometimes never reaches halftime.
If I recall, both versions are in TOSEC, so you can go and emulate the fucked up version yourself.
Whereas the last retail version of International Rugby Challenge has the blended bug where if you pause it, the timer doesn't stop. So what you do in International Rugby Challenge is you get a cheap 3-pointer. I think it's 3 points, but you kick a goal, and then pause the game and wait for the end of the game, and you'll win it 3-0.
Brilliant.
Because the whistle will blow while it's paused.
Brilliant. That's play testing for you. My God. Or pause testing.
Yeah, I guess that's the point. They'll say they played it. We didn't pause it. No one asked for that.
Apparently, Power Up is Altered Beast, Chase HQ, Rainbow Islands, Crossout, and Turrican. So that's
Not
pretty
bad
good.
Compilation, to be fair.
What was in Big Box? Did we work that one out?
I think someone said it's a load of Rainbow Art stuff. Like it's a big box. Yeah, that might be the one then, depending what it's. But if, as people say, if it's things like Bad Cat and Graffiti Man, then it can die in a fire. Yeah, I mean, it gets a bit cassette 50 at that point, doesn't it?
It really does.
Like, you've got 30 games, but next page is an advert for Kix's budget range on 16 bits, and again, I would suggest a relatively variable level of quality, including an entirely different, mostly buggered up Sega arcade conversion.
You've got Axel's Magic Hammer, which I swear is inspired by Maxwell's Silver Hammer, and some other things. Thunderblade, which I don't think was playable on any home version, was it?
No. Oh God, is the Master System version Super Thunderblade? Hang on 1 second. Yes, the Master System version is just Thunderblade. He says, having had to look across the room at 90 degrees and now has a headache.
Was the Master System version any good?
I actually don't know offhand, to be honest. So I'm going to plead the fifth. At some point, I'm going to need to go through all 270 of those buggers and actually play them all.
Ooh, that's a website. Once you've finished, bloody hell.
I have 3 of them out for March's Yesterzine, though. So
nice. That's a good month.
Way ahead.
Any month where you can get more than 2 Master Systems in, that's a good month.
I'm trying to make it a thing. You know, there's December and all of those theme months. I reckon it should be March to System.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and make this a thing by making my March episode a Master System one.
Do you know what? I never, ever joined in on these things, but I will do March to System when we were playing the Master. Mainly because I've played virtually no fucking Master System games, and nearly all of them that I have played have been good. So...
I'm afraid it will just be us, Ashens. But if you want some suggestions for Master System crap, there's not a lot that's hideous, but there's a couple. Pit Fighter.
This is the noise I involuntarily make when thinking of Pit Fighter. Oh dear.
The problem is Enigma Master System would have worked, but there's already a Mega, so
yeah.
I know when I'm beaten.
Remind me, isn't Vigilante this like a follow-up to Kung Fu Master?
It may well be.
Am I right on that, anyone?
I would do a sneaky check, but the cat just sat on the keyboard, so...
I'm not letting the dog in. She's still knackered after bloody running around everywhere for 3 days. Kinda, says, because it is by Iron. Okay.
See, I like this. Everyone knows things on this stream. It means I don't have to.
Oh, yeah, I've been feeding off these guys for years. Blasteroids, I remember buying that on the Kicks re-release for ST. It was pretty good, especially in 2-player. quite a
Did
lot
you
of
pay
games for it.
$7.99? And was
I
it next to
think I
copies of
did.
Thunderblade and Vigilante?
It probably was, yeah. I vaguely remember buying. I think I went into the city with my friend Gavin, and we each bought a game. I bought that one. I don't know
cool.
why I remember that, but there we are. I have no more details. I'm going to have to ask you what the next page is, because...
The next page is page 9. It is Street Talk.
Oh, here we are.
And I'm afraid we are absolutely going to have to look at Street Talk because, I mean, look at this rogues gallery of, well, rogues, basically.
Oh, my goodness. For Boot Blackings, thank you for the twiddlies, says, it's not too late to begin February, a month of Virtual Boy. Jesus Christ. Just playing the Waterworld game over and over to listen to the music.
In all seriousness, I'm kind of up for that. If you have one of those Oculus Quest VR things, look on the side-loading site and you will find a Virtual Boy emulator. And it's actually quite nice to play Virtual Boy in the 3D it's supposed to be in, but without giving yourself severe frontal lobe damage.
I've hacked a new Nintendo DS and play Virtual Boy games on that.
Quite
cool. Nintendo
like
3DS, I mean, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the newer ones have better 3D, but yeah, any of them, yeah, that's a way to get 3D. That works. Smith Zero's made a suggestion. I need to find a solution, and I'm hoping for a VR one to play the 3D Master System games, because they're quite tricky because of the hardware you need. Which is easily broken glasses, plus a CRT, plus, for one of the games, also a light gun.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's quite tricky to get running.
Yeah, that's good luck with that one. Bloody hell.
And then we shall prepare for Ballerina Toshinden's November GX 4000.
my favourite actually was Girl of the Dragon 32's March Amides.
Oh.
We can each play one of the 3 games that's been actually imaged and released for it. Oh dear.
Craig accuses me of having all 3 of those things. Of course I do, Craig, but it's a hassle. But of course I have all of those things.
Can we just now take a moment out of time to appreciate how flat this guy's hair is? That's like one step off Guile from Street Fighter 2. Amazing.
Okay,
Amazing.
if I had zoom in on one other person, stay zoomed in so you don't accidentally catch his age, and go up and right until you catch man with beard. He's above. He is.
Yeah,
he's above that teenager.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone who hasn't seen, how old do you think that man is?
God, it's got to be surely a lot younger than he looks, or you wouldn't have said. But I don't.
Exactly. Yeah, this is my point. So everyone is now guessing hideously under. But I mean, you'd say he's in his 40s, wouldn't you? Just from looking at it. And then when you scroll up any further on the man with the Sutcliffey vibe about him, as Cumberland Jones puts out.
23? Fuck off! Oh, even I was honestly thinking, well, I don't think he does look 40 because he's got quite a youngish face. I'm reckoning sort of 30 for maybe. I reckon he's about 30 because you're making a point of it. He's 23 with that beard. Shit.
Height plus what's an Amiga 1500, which one of them does claim to have. Yeah, it's a viable Amiga. It's Amiga 500 spec big box Amiga. It wasn't super common, but it was expandable and relatively popular. But whose base specs were the same as the, shall we say, classic Miggies. Yeah, because I think it might even be... Oh, who says they've got an A500? Oh, Kara. I mean, it's obviously her dad's business machine, isn't it? Because 13-year-old Kara does not have an Amiga 1500. Or, of course, this being the magazine it is, did she say 500 and that's what they typed?
Yes. It's 50-50 between those two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Also, Kara is now 47 years old.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She's probably in chat. This week in London. I like when they pointed out where London is in case people didn't know.
London's quite close to you suddenly, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say that now I've looked at the map. They're wrong. What the fuck? How do you not know where London is? What the hell, guys? Yeah, oh no, we don't mean the city London. We mean the small village of London. What the
Sadly,
hell?
they kind of ruined that because they named the shop in the top left Software Circus in the Plaza, Oxford Street. I actually know where the Plaza is. It used to have a Quiznos in for some reason.
Oh my God, Quiznos, but like the American...
Yeah, the American Subway competitor. There were like 2 of them in the UK, and for some reason, one of them was in the Plaza on Oxford Street, which is that sort of fake shopping centre on the right-hand side if you're walking away from Centre Point.
Ah.
Also, apparently, Simon23 is Ashford.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes, he is, yeah.
I need to credit someone with that because I read it and now I've lost where they said it. Bollocks.
He looks a bit like my friend Ben, who people will know as the guy in Polybius Heist who screams, "Satisfaction! I want satisfaction!"
Oh, Girl with Dragon 32, of course it was. Yeah. High number of good lines.
So, what is everybody after? What are they talking about on the streets? Claire, 18, is hooked on lemmings. Totally addictive. Do a player's guide at some time. I haven't got a computer of my own, but my boyfriend lets me use his. Fla fla. Oh my god, I haven't heard that for a while.
And by the way, look at Claire's photo. They've cropped the boyfriend out, but he is making very certain to make it clear he's her boyfriend, isn't he? Because look where the hand is.
Yeah. Either that or that's just a tiny hand that's coming in from the side.
Oh, it could be growing out of her shoulder, yes.
Yes.
Also, she's done what everyone with a Game Boy does. I got a Game Boy for Christmas. At some point, I might buy a second game, but I've got Tetris.
Yeah. Studying for her A-levels and standing in front of some dollar bills in a frame? That's weird.
Is that a weird way of showing their import section?
Yeah, I don't know. How bizarre. Oh, well. Simon, who's 23 and has a ring in his nose. That's very topical. Says, I've just recently got a Nintendo and I'm well into Mario Brothers. Can you give me any cheat tips? Because I'm trying to suss it out. I've been a video game junkie for yonks. Cheats, tips and cheats. I've been a video game junkie. G-Lock must rate as my all-time fave as it's really good value for money, but I wouldn't mind a hard driving machine at home.
Wait. So this guy has recently chosen to get a Nintendo. Yeah. And let's ignore that he's confused Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers for a second. But his all-time favourite game is a Sega arcade game he could literally be playing if he'd chosen the Master System instead of the Nintendo. I don't think he's very smart.
He only wants to play on the arcade machines, doesn't he? He wants a hard-driving machine at home. He's like, no, I don't deal in conversions. I need to sit in the funny chair. Yeah.
G-Lock on SMS is pretty good, actually. Doesn't bear that much resemblance to the arcade, if I'm honest, but shut up.
That's probably a good thing. It was a bit of a... It's not a game you could play for that long at home, I think, the arcade one, is it?
The other observation I want to make is in the bottom left, where they've got Barry and Carl, and they've struggled quite badly to get them into the same photo.
Oh, yes. Carl is a tall man who, for some reason, is dressed as a medieval peasant. And... Barry is much shorter, yeah. I'm Barry and he's my brother, a bit like the Krays. Only joking. I've got a Sega Master System and just can't get enough of Wonder Boy, but you can keep Hang On, it's really dreadful. Tell you what I'm listening to at the moment, some heavy rap from Ice Cube and Public Enemy.
With the greatest respect to at least Ice Cube in that list. Heavy?
As compared to Vanilla Ice, perhaps.
Well...
Carl, that's Carl with a K, all right. What do I do for a living? Yeah. Carl. One for the Nicky and Bunty fans. What do I do for a living? I'm an accountant, but when I'm not cooking the books, I like to use my 1040 STE to do some serious stuff, like using C-Lab with the Yamaha SY220 to produce some funky sounds.
We are, to be fair, in the 3-week period where you can say funky unironically. So you may well be accurate.
Blimey.
Ooh, so Commodore Ludfangs just spotted someone talking about Heroes Quest.
Oh.
Do you want some deep video game lore?
Isn't Heroes Quest like a Sierra adjacent game or something?
It is.
Yeah.
The game that's now known as So You Want to Be a Hero, that series, was briefly marketed as Heroes Quest before the lovely people at Hero Quest said, hang on. Also, here's my lawyer.
Yes. That was either Games Workshop or Hasbro or a team up from the two.
As Trajective has pointed out, there is a Hero Quest singular. God, I'm doing it now. Reviewing this issue, it probably is Hero Quest he's talking about there. But
yeah,
you know.
Oh my God!
Quest for Glory, yes, is the series. Want to Be a Hero is the first game.
we quickly need to jump over to Craig, 15 here. He says, I'm into rap. Stuff from Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer. Anything that good. Oh, my God.
No one's going to be mean about famous Scottish rap artist Muck Hammer.
I hope he doesn't meet up with Barry there, because they're going to get in a fight. That's amazing. Oh.
When two men meet, the heaviest rap has right of way.
Oh my God! And Last Battle is the worst because it's really rubbish. Well, he's right. Last Battle is abysmal. One of the worst games on the system. In my spare time away from gaming, says Chris, 16, he says, I enjoy listening to all types of music. Easy to please. I hope I am. Okay.
Ladies.
Akara, 13, also likes Vanilla Ice. Holy shit. He's a good rapper. I don't like Jason
13,
Donovan.
To be fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm letting her off that one. Craig should know better.
I don't like Jason Donovan or any stuff from Saw. What is Saw? Stock Aitken and Waterman. Fuck. I was thinking...
Did they shorten that because they were out of space, or did she say that?
There's no way she abbreviated that. No one has ever done that before, surely, in the history of the world.
But you couldn't write it out in that space, so I wonder if a sub-editor went,
yeah, yeah, that'll do. People know what we mean, probably. But let's hear from Mark, the manager, to finish off. People of all ages come into the store, from 10-year-olds right up to middle-aged businessmen. Our customers... our customers... People of all ages come into the store from this incredibly small sliver of society. Our customers are mainly blokes, but we are finding more females are starting to buy games. I don't know the way you said blokes for males and females for women. That's a bit... At the moment, we're selling IBM much more than Amiga or ST. We've got Sega and we're looking at Nintendo, but I don't think we will stock it. I guess
what the hell is that guy here looking for games for it for then?
Yeah, he was just desperately trying to find some. I guess we'll watch and wait to see what happens. Looking towards the future, I think we'll start getting software over directly from the States. That never happened. Well, great. Fair enough. Blimey.
Right, so...
Retro time, I don't have the open Pandora anymore, I don't think. I'm not actually sure what happened to that. Gave it to somebody, or somebody got it at some point.
So your next page is the first part of the cartoon you found the second page of.
Ah, okay. Let's have a quick squiz at this.
It's page 10, but it's important because it's got a Hugh Goldner interview, and we have to talk to the man who gave us Maverick. There it was. There it is.
What? Okay, I'm with you now. Yes.
Your vertical hold's broken.
Yeah, what is going on? It's just going to different ones. Oh dear. Right.
I think it's sorting itself out because 12 is correct. Yeah, the man we're talking to here is the man who gave us Maverick. And he slightly betrays having a complete lack of a sense of humour. But I will always, to a degree, defend Hugh Goldner. Just for these days, he is happy to let people scan and put out his magazines, whereas Future will sue you as soon as look at you.
Oh, okay.
So I will at least give him that. If you want to scan a crap issue of The One, he will be quite happy to let you do it. He also admits Amiga Power was better than Amiga Action, despite being the launch editor of Amiga Action.
Hey, okay, he's getting points. Where is the second bloody page here? Right. Bloody hell. What has happened? I'm going to put this together in PDFs for future reference.
I can give you the PDF if you want. I decompiled them so I could read them easier. But it's not actually a story, I think. I think it's just scenes from how Games TM, I keep wanting to say, Games X is put together.
Oh, it's the true love story of Games of how Games X is created.
Yeah. I don't think they're particularly chronological.
Okay. Just like that spider over there, the competition have got no chance because we're going to wallop them. Spider not.
You're going to need more than a 48-page mag to do that, mate.
Yeah. Nick's got yet another Games X exclusive up his sleeve. We'll run it as an exclusive, but could you hold the line a sec? I've got a call coming through on the mobile. Hi, Nick. Are you in the office?
Quite cool.
Right, please would you come down and let me in? It's starting to rain out here. I've got to finish Go Global. The way Alex plays, I don't think we'll go beyond screen 1. So how can I break it to Pam that we can't get a player's guide out of it? Brian, what do you reckon to frame grabbing this screen? Can we recognise the
that guy in
joysticks?
Blue Force.
That's a Competition Pro, but one of the funny coloured ones. That's an odd one. Don't know off the top of my head. It's got these weird triangular buttons.
Is that one of the
and
quick
things.
shots?
Yeah.
Got a bit of a quick shocky shape. God, say that one time fast. Really Minty, by the way, asks if Future got Amiga format taken off archive.org. I believe so, yes, and a lot of the other Future mags.
Oh, shit.
Although you ask if they're going to leverage that IP in the future, the current issue of Amiga Addict actually is Amiga format 137. Like, they did actually license Amiga format for it.
Oh, wow.
So, kind of did. It's worth getting because there's a cover disc, and the cover disc is Xcopy. Like, because as the editor said to me when I talked to him at Cambridge, they mounted Xcopy because they thought everyone should have a legal copy of it.
But Amiga equivalent of WinRAR. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But the best fact about it is they used Xcopy to copy Xcopy for the cover disc.
Perfect.
Which I quite like. So, yeah.
Perfect. Oh.
Amiga format is still on Amiga Magazine rack. Don't tell Future.
Oh no! Public domain was Future, wasn't it?
Public domain was Future. They'll if they remember they own it, they'll probably copyright strike you on it, but they haven't so far.
I think I'm gonna be safe.
Yeah. But I guess like they went after Amiga format and even old PC gamers and that kind of thing. I don't really know why, but Future gonna Future. Whereas, yeah, you will find all of Maverick stuff is there and such. I guess technically, I mean, I assume there was some level of officialdom to Amiga Power the album. Amiga Square still here, right? If not, sheer weight of authors gave it that.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Can we just take this image and speech bubble out of context for the rest of time, please?
Okay.
I think the secret lies in freaky shit patterns.
Be careful where you put the hyphen here.
Yes.
If it's between shit and patterns, I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's certainly a thing. What are these idiots doing this time? Maybe one day they'll buy me a chair. Actually, a bed would be a good idea. Well, at least I haven't been hassled for 2 minutes.
I assume these are all staff, but I don't know who any of them are.
No.
Because the problem they got is there's no staff page with pictures, so this could be literally anyone.
This is the closest we're going to get.
Yeah.
How about this one, Steve? Looks like a good ad for the mag. Yeah, we'll run it if they pay huge amounts of dosh.
There aren't many ads.
Wrong way.
Theoretically, Hero Quest is next.
Can I just point out this wonderful text here? I like it, so I'm going to buy it.
Yes, but he's holding the free issue.
He's buying a free issue but the thinking is being done by his lapel. So there we go. Absolutely tremendous. Bloody hell. Right, we're pretty much out of time, but I just want to quickly see what Hero Quest got.
we can resume next time. We've got 44.5 issues to get through. We got through 12 pages, Stuart.
They were quality pages, Dudley. Quality pages.
We're so bad at this.
Oh, just so good. So good at spinning content out of nothing. Right.
But I guess if I'm going to make a serious point, get ready, everyone. It's actually a good magazine. I mean, some of it's been a bit... But this is actually a really good, properly comprehensive review of Hero Quest, which is a good game. They generally actually did a pretty good job. But let's look at Hero Quest.
The best thing about Hero Quest is the 5-star rating. Yes. As well it should. This is interesting. They've got an Orc Lord there that I don't remember ever seeing in the game. Is that from one of the expansions or something? Oh, there was only one expansion. They did Witch Lord, actually.
I don't know the game that well, although I do own the board game from when they re-released it a few years back.
Oh, yes, that did great guns. They're still releasing bloody expansions for it. There's another one due next month, I think.
I haven't actually dared unshrink wrap it yet. Not because I want to preserve it or anything. I just haven't dared play it, and I don't unshrink wrap things until I play them. And then I unshrink wrap them.
That's very important. The good news is it's based on the American rules, which were kind of a step beyond the more board gaming British ones, so it makes more sense. It's good.
Okay.
It's very good. My only complaint with the entire thing is the design of the elf, because the elf looks anime and nothing else in the game is.
Huh. To be fair, I have form for this because I also have the Mass Effect and Betrayal Legacy releases, neither of which we've actually started yet. So,
Oh, I didn't know there was a Mass Effect board. Well, of course,
the
it's
Mass
everything
Effect board game is a bit Heroes Quest, actually. It looks really good. Like, I have unboxed that and had a look. It's worth looking that one up because, yeah, it's really nicely done.
Hero Quest is a very basic one for the kids, really.
I had it as a kid.
There's a bit more to the sort of later ones, and indeed the original one have used different rules, but Space Crusade still kind of holds up. That's sort of the one, I think.
Mm-hmm. And that got Amiga Game a year later as well, didn't it?
It did. Yes, we've played through the entire bloody thing. Well, actually, we played through the whole of Hero Quest as well on stream years ago, thinking about it.
So, as someone who's not played any of this for 30 years, is the Amiga version, or the ST version in this case, still... Is it worth me playing the games?
Yeah, it is. Hero Quest is very the board game. Space Crusade has a couple of little tweaks to make it a bit more video gamey. And also you can cheat by crushing the Dreadnought indoors, which you cannot actually do in the board game. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, old Space Crusade.
Cool.
The problem with Space Crusade as a physical game is that the first expansion, Mission Dreadnought, is super easy to get hold of, which is lovely. But the bloody second one, Eldar Attack, which weirdly turns the game two-player only and has lots of little fiddly bits in it, is rare as piss and goes for hundreds of pounds, I believe.
Oh, okay. And annoying.
I have one with various bits missing, but they're all duplicates of parts I already have, so I'm going to literally 3D scan them and print them out at some point.
Yeah. I'm surprised there isn't a bit of a market for doing that, because now that 3D printing is, semi-hobbyist.
Yeah, in my original copy of Hero Quest, every single one, and this happens a lot, of the playable characters are broken, the miniatures. So mine are all 3D prints that I just spray painted red. And yeah, it really is.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nice and easy. Oh, we do like Space. I tell you who is a huge fan of Space Hulk, Jinglenomicon, Mr. Oliver Harper. He has it and both the expansions in the office. We need to do a video on that at some point. But it's a bit too in-depth for LXB. That's more for kind of shit board games that we found at a charity
more
shop.
for shit. Yeah, as I said, for shit Paul's found that he wants to get out of his storage unit.
Oh yeah, that is like 50% of the impetus behind the channel. Yeah, absolutely. But I bought a couple myself recently. I got this terrible looking. It was DC Flake from chat put me onto it. Terrible looking Disney Hunchback of Notre Dame game, which looks like half the rules don't actually make any difference. And Key to the Kingdom, which I've always wanted to play. And it's probably naff. I don't know yet. Haven't played it.
I look forward to seeing it, perhaps in the form of a 30 to 40 minute YouTube video.
That is exactly what's going to happen to that. Although, annoyingly, I got the game delivered. They said it was complete. It's missing all the bloody miniatures. For God's sake. They're only playing pieces. They're like 2 different designs or something. So I'm going to have to ask Nostalgia Nerd if I can borrow his, scan them, and then print them.
Or just use comedic other objects.
Well, that was my original plan. I think we might do that for the video. We'll go from there.
Look, I found this. Will it do? Running gag. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a massive bag full of, from AliExpress, like 100 wooden playing pieces for subbing in. I don't think we've ever used them yet, but they're there if we need them.
Yeah, good to have on hand. All of this technically relates to Hero Quest, I guess, but probably less so to the magazine.
Yes, true enough. Yes. What a game! What a game! But it's a little too close to the board game. But it's still a lot of fun.
Oh, that suits me. And this is probably a reasonable time to stop at this point in the magazine, because it's at this point things go a bit wonky with Darius Twin.
Oh, interesting.
It's the point we started printing the magazine sideways for, I think, 8 pages for no readily apparent reason.
Thanks, guys. That makes our job easier years down the line. Holy shit.
There is actually, and I got put onto this by a commenter whose name I've forgotten, but I will credit them when I do it. There's a short-lived Mega Drive game called Mega Machines, not to be confused with the obvious other alternative, and the entire magazine is printed in landscape apart from the cover. No, I don't know either.
That's got to be the only magazine that's ever done that, to my knowledge, surely.
Yeah. If you scroll on to the next page so I can show people what we're talking about here, assuming it is the next page in your
here we are, yes.
File format. Yeah, see, the entirety of Mega Machines is like that.
Wow. I mean, it looks better in widescreen. For us
to do that.
But back in the day, that's interesting. Yeah. And of course, as we all know, Darius Twin was released for the Super Famicom, the popular Nintendo convention.
Or what they really should call the fake versions.
Yes.
Do that bit. They also have an annoying habit of referring to it just as the Famicom.
Oh!
Obviously wrong.
I found that so annoying. That's something completely different, you idiots. I shake my fist in your general direction. A bit like when they
do it in the top of the fact file on this page.
Oh my god. Another one that gets me now is when people refer to the first PlayStation as the PSX, which was fine up until a machine called the PSX was released.
I think Sony did that to be dicks.
Yeah.
I have been told people made that up recently, which is not true. And again, I because you can find out these things, I found magazines using it in '95. So, but people occasionally commented to say I'd made that up, and no one ever did that back in the day. No, we totally bloody did.
Oh
because
yes,
its original working title was PlayStation X because everything had to be X, didn't it? Games X.
Yeah, yes. Also, one of the reasons it was used a lot in the mags was because they wanted 3-letter abbreviations for everything.
Yeah.
So rather than PS, it would be PSX.
As Scottish Drunkard points out, now it's PS1. It wasn't then, because who knows, there'd be another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like when World War I was the Great War and all that kind of stuff. You can't see the future and know there's going to be a second one.
Yeah, and then you had War II Electric Boogaloo, but we didn't know.
And War 3 coming to the TV near you soon. Oh, dear. Right. Amiga
it's funny because we're all doomed.
It's funny because we're all going to die. Now, Amiga Square says, I had a lovely time converting Hero Quest into Nightmare the board game by creating a load of new floors to lay on top of the original rooms, including clue rooms with pop-up walls, bomb rooms, and floor tile puzzles above chasms. For the unworried, Gravity Land and Fortress O'Peril. Yeah, super.
To be fair, that makes it more of a Nightmare game than either of the Nightmare games. So I will take it. I like it.
God, I remember playing that one with Larry and we were recording it. It was just the most naff game.
The Spectrum one, I'm guessing, then.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm thinking the board game. Oh, no, the Spectrum and the 16-bit games have nothing to do with Nightmare whatsoever, do they? No, absolutely.
The Spectrum sort of tries. The Amiga one is basically just Captive, I think I want to say again.
It is for
the Tony Crowther game.
Yeah, it's Tony Crowther's doing Fantasy Captive. Yeah, literally. Oh, dear. Right. We had better stop so you can actually go to bed and get up in the morning, my friend.
Yeah.
It's overrated. Yeah.
But yes, I shall do that, and we shall pick up. I prepared 2 issues, everyone. We shall pick up a third of the way through some reasonably recent future date.
Absolutely. Yes, we will not leave it so long next time because we'll have forgotten what we've done. Yes. As long as that's all right with you. Right. Menemy Alice says, my wife is still in the process of extracting hours of Japanese TV recorded on an actual So, I have a PSX. I got for about 40 quid from Japan because people go on about how rare and expensive they are. They're not. You can pick them up for nothing to this day. Mm-hmm. Got it and plugged it, and they nearly all are broken. No, it still works. The hard drive in it still had data on it, and it was empty. And I was so disappointed. Like, God damn it! We've ticked all the boxes, got right to the end, and
well, what you need to do is download all Alice's TV and then put it on it.
Just work out the file for you. Put it back across. Oh my God. Midboss says there could have been lost episodes of Red Man on there. Oh, good thing it was fucking wiped then. Oh, right. Well, thank you very much, Dudley. It's much appreciated.
A pleasure as always.
But here's a question. If people were to find things you did on the internet, where would they find them?
They should probably just go to their search engine of choice and type Yesterdazine, most notably for the YouTube channel where every month I look at an actual magazine and somehow get through it in 35 minutes or so.
It's because I'm not there, it's horribly slowing you down.
This month specifically, it is the last issue of Mean Machine Sega, where I ponder that as Mean Machine Sega dies, is there still life in the Saturn? And the answer is maybe. Although it does include possibly the worst version of Doom.
Oh, God. That version.
Yeah, but there is good reason, and the short version of it is John Carmack is a dick.
Yeah, literally.
That's the one lesson I want people to learn. But yes, please head over to Yesterdazine. If you want a notable one, look up Public Domain magazine we just mentioned, because Ashens scanned all of those, and I did an episode on that before they were ever available online.
This is entirely true. As a thing that happened in the real world. Right. Thank you very much, folks. You take care, and hopefully I will see you again very shortly.
Love to you all. I will see you soon.
Cheers, my friend. Bye-bye. Bop, bop. Blop, blop. There we are, sorted. Oh, man, I do enjoy this. It's that combination of nostalgia and then learning new shit about it. See, that's the fun bit. That's the fun bit. I think the thing that surprised me the most this evening is that one of those Hanna-Barbera games...